All right, welcome in, everybody. We're getting started over here. Let me get the clip up. Steelers Bengals over here. Steelers Bengals. If you're a member, you need to refresh. Refresh, and you'll get your emojis in. We will get our we'll get everything we need here on the screen here in just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Here's the deal. We have a special guest, Miles the Bronco. How they get it done?
They must are out of Denver today, the NFL CBS group.
Erickson has been controlling the speed of this. Let's see what he does with this one here. All right, Miles, let's go. All right, Miles, let's go.
The Bronco is riding there.
Broncos have been playing unbelievable, man.
They're hitting it with footballs. What the hell am I watching?
That's right. And the Kansas City Chiefs are going to show up to show out. But Bo Nix, even though we know he can close out games, I think we want more consistency through the first 3 quarters. Exactly. Oh, they hang on. All right. Way to go, Miles. Miles, thank you, buddy. Absolutely.
Well, you got to love it. Hot Wax. How you doing, buddy? Surf Bum, Fred O'Malley. Good to see you. Kolya coming over. Debbie Bernfeld coming over. Hawaiian 5-0 with us. Mandy, Mary, and Cakes. Llamas are taken care of. He's back in here. Good to see it. Let's do it. Bengal.
You got to be able to take the bullets. Yeah, you got to. You got to be able to deal with adversity. All right. Targets on your back. Yeah, because, you got to be able to let the break from the outside, you always stay on the outside. Yeah. And these guys were all talking. And here's the thing, when it comes to Bo Nix, he understands that as well. Yeah. Listen, having a fourth quarter comeback, being the hero in the last moments of the game, that's good. But the question is,
we are ready to go.
Fourth quarter ball, and not just fourth quarter ball.
Oh, yeah, we got a good interview tonight. Absolutely. Good interviews coming up. The ladies will be on fire.
Sean Payton, you kicked an onside kick in the Super Bowl. There's nothing in the bag today. Let me just put a pause right here and say we have a final in Madrid. Nate, bring us up to date. That's right. So check out this 29-yard field goal for Miami. Tied at 13.
They're just giving the update on Madrid there.
How about that? The Dolphins, a couple of wins in a row, and all of a sudden, heading in the ship when they formed for the Dolphins. Hey, to go back to that AFC West.
Greg Lira in the house with us. Surf Bum in the house.
He's got a great defense.
Good to see you. Douglas is here dropping in actives. Love it.
He doesn't have to play perfect. I say let it come out of the gate early, throw the football deep, use his leg, take some shots, and be aggressive. Andy Reid, 6-1 with
Come on, CBS. Get to 1 o'clock already. I'm ready to start this game. Pittsburgh's favored by 5.5 at home, total of 48. If they were playing here in Maryland today, it would be a mess because those wins are ridiculous.
What the Bills did to Patrick Mahomes. Yes. Listen, you don't have to send the blitz to heat them up. You can rush 4 and then drop 7 guys to cloud those windows. But you got to have great communication on the back end because we know sometimes the Chiefs can scheme up some plays that will have defense huge. Hey, big thank you to Miles. Sure.
Fittebeto in the house. What's up? Alex Miller in the house. Yeah, let's get up to 100 likes. Come on. It makes a difference. Look what happened last game. We got up over 100. Next thing you know, YouTube's sharing us out. We got 300 watching. Last stream, we had 308 as our peak concurrent. 308. Oh, I love football days. Football and holidays and Christmas. It is amazing. Claire's Adventures subscribed. That's a new channel that we're going to feature tonight on our late night show. That's one of the new 5 channels. That's pretty cool. Very nice of them to consider and want to follow our channel.
Don't you work here? I do. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, you can stop.
Newer channel, trying to grow her channel. We're going to feature them tonight.
Sorry, amazing. That's probably why you got
A lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good stuff going on. I haven't heard much Christmas music today. I think I'm going to go take a nap after this one for a little bit. Listen to some Christmas music. Take a nap. I think that sounds like a plan. I think that sounds like a plan.
Make an entry. My dog. It's good. Let's get this excited, please. Every day. It's Stevie's Hottest Night. CBS Friday. It's all new, starting 8/7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus. It is not the man who commands the field beneath the stadium.
All right, come on. How many more minutes we got here?
It is those out of the arena.
7 minutes. 7 minutes. Rinser is here. Hello, Rinser. Good to see you, my friend.
Today on CBS is presented by Gee, there's only one. And welcome back to the NFL today, folks. We will see you later at 4:25 Eastern.
Browns and Ravens at 4:25.
We take you out to the sights and sounds of the game.
I will have that game on my TV while the late night show is going.
Pittsburgh with our announcers, Kevin Hart, Trent Green, and Melody.
Bring you some luck, Jerry. We'll try.
Good afternoon from Pittsburgh, where the wind is blowing over 25 miles an hour with a mid-30s wind chill for the Cincinnati Bengals and the first-place Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers coming off his poorest performance, but his
first place Pittsburgh Steelers.
His first 400-yard passing game in his 18-year career the last time out. It is a critical game for the Bengals. Out of the loss, they'd be 3 games out in the north, and everyone is watching the red-hot Baltimore Ravens, all serving as their backdrop here this afternoon. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green.
Kevin Harlan and Trent Green on the call.
1 second. How do you think these 40-year-old quarterbacks are going to deal with that wind today? Well, that's going to be a big factor. We just saw the flag blowing there. And as a quarterback, you have to make adjustments, especially with sideline throws. That'll be a good conversation during our broadcast. Let's talk about
O'Connell, hello. Welcome in.
Terrific careers. And let's begin with Aaron Rodgers. Well, I love the fact that you said historical quarterbacks because that's exactly what they are. And starting with Aaron Rodgers, closing in on 65,000 yards passing.
Aaron Rodgers.
You still see the quick release. He did struggle.
He's 100 and some away from having 65,000 yards. That's impressive.
Joe Flacco dealing with a shoulder injury. It's key that
Joe Flacco's
the right shoulder, he has an
2,000 some away from 50,000.
allowed him to get some healing and some rest and some treatment, but he still has the ability to push the ball up the field. And Trent, that leads us to presented by Mayfield. Well, let's start with Cincinnati. The first thing you have to do is protect Flacco because of that shoulder and because of the fact that the Steelers are number 2 in the NFL in sacks. Stop explosive runs. Al Golden, the defensive coordinator, said too many missed tackles to have led to big runs. For the Steelers, time of possession.
David Ross over here with us. Good to see you, buddy.
And who do you double? Do you double Jamar Chase?
Maxwell Wells. Hello, Maxwell Wells. Welcome in. Our screen will change at the start of the game. Our screen will change at kickoff. I can't do anything till I get the kick.
The Bengals, the Steelers.
As soon as I get the kick, I'll give it to you.
Man like a pro.
onestopshop.com. For a fun, smart way to kick off your weekday. Clearly, it's Team CBS Mornings. Go inside the huddle with WJZ Sports Director Alex Glaze and Grace Grill.
Hi, I'm Belinda. I'm a Maryland soybean farmer. Did you know that soy is more than just a nutritious protein? From your morning routine to
A
your
Maryland soybean farmer. Okay.
With over 1,000 industrial uses, soy makes everyday products cleaner for the environment and better for your health by replacing toxic materials with the ingredients grown on American farms. Next time you have a question about Maryland farms, ask me by visiting My Maryland Farmers.
Paul Nelson, welcome in. He says, "Come on, Bengals."
Is this an action movie?
Remember, if you are a member of the channel, which costs pennies per day to do it, we keep it dirt cheap. You can get the emojis for every team we do it. We have Steeler emojis in there today, and I have Bengals emojis in there today. Drop them and drop them. You got it.
Nothing blew up.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. And JM. This week on Detective Michael and Son. Detective Michael and Son. Trent eating. What do we got?
I think the heater's broken.
Check it.
Negative. Furnace is down.
When the trail goes cold, it's time to turn up the heat.
Should be an easy fix.
I can't.
We can. You don't have to be a detective to know that Michael and Son can solve all your eating problems.
If you can, we can. Michael and Son.
We would
Yep, there's some of the members right now using their emojis.
And that's the sort of customer we want, because we're confident that if they have all the facts and they know the difference between what we offer and what other companies offer, then the choice would be an easy one. You're not going to get a number to a call center where you're going to leave a message and wait 3 days for somebody to call you back.
So we're a big company that offers security, but we offer this personal touch of a small company, and that's what really separates us and what most other companies are not able to accomplish.
Welcome to Jiffy News. How can we call more for you?
Should be the last commercial thing here. 2 minutes to go for the broadcast.
Quick quality look, man.
My windows are.
I got the red zone going, so I'll keep you up on all the games as they're going on. We got a scoreboard across the top, keeping you up on the games.
You're gonna need a bigger vacuum. Or more. Now I get it. Mommy could use a little self-car.
Jiffy News.
I wish one of these games would have been a snow game today. I was really in the mood for a snow game.
From Pittsburgh, CBS Sports producer
Jalen, welcome in.
Today, it's the Cincinnati Bengals.
92 subs to 45K. We're counting it down.
If there's anything I know,
God, another set of commercials.
as long as it's your way,
Always takes a bit to get started.
smashing, but sometimes like that, you just feel it.
Oh, yeah, Mandy. I love snow games.
Level up the slices and sticks for $6.99. I got Call of Duty.
Hey, there's a Little Caesars commercial.
Nobody gave
I know people that love Little Caesars. That was our go-to when we were younger as kids, man. Little Caesars, when it first hit the market, was off the hook.
Squat, press, arms. Then the straight to condition.
Keep hitting that like. We're only at 30 likes. You all know the deal.
Okay, that was clean. Then I
Got to work to get to 100.
both sides of the ball. Quick pose to the cameras. And it's to the lake where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my energy right.
This week on Shoe, shop and save up to 40% off on treats they want, toys they love, or food they devour. All the best prices.
Billy Bob, what's up?
For low prices.
This is 3 stars in steel. How they're symbolized? They steelized the 3 different steel working components, right? From up in that area. if I remember correctly.
By accusations that my birds only want to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs. Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer. That does bake. You know, football is not employed to sell food. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
Yeah, it is a shame he got hurt. Here we go. Here we go.
Following presentation.
The National Football League. We love the NFL. "48 degrees, 20 to 30 mile an hour. Whoa, 20 to 40 mile an hour winds. 20 to 40 mile an hour winds. Kicking game is going to be a mess today.
They got us some offensive fireworks a month ago. What was it like playing in that first game? And you think we can expect more of that today?
Yes, ma'am. It was, it wasn't what we expected, but, they know.
You wore an Eagles starter jacket for years. Nice.
Going up against a Bengals defense down there, 2 starting edge rushers today. We've got 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts in the forecast. How can you use that to your advantage in the run game?
I mean, it's all the way in our advantage. We love running the ball. When we do, it's successful, so hopefully we stick to that today.
Good luck today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trent, there's been a lot of discussion locally about Jaylen Warren getting more touches. Maybe not.
Yeah, they used to do double the pieces. Yep. All right, got to go through this commercial for a second. We're getting ready to kick off here. Bengals are kicking to Pittsburgh. Bengals kicking to Pittsburgh. Kick is taking it to 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, got lit up at the 22. Lit up at the 22, and that's where they will start.
To Aaron Rodgers. He'll be 42 in December.
Well, he's still getting it done, though. That's the thing about it. I know, obviously, in this game, age is a big thing with the 2 quarterbacks, 40 and older. But the numbers he's been able to put up, the fact that he still has the quick release, and he's going to need that today.
Rodgers comes in with the 5th most touchdown passes. He has 18 coming in. And here we go with the first play of the game and a 1st and 10. Rodgers back.
Rodgers looking to throw on first down. Throws. Caught. DK Metcalf got a couple.
And he gets out to about the 26-yard line. It is a gain of 5 on the play.
I'm going to adjust that up just a little bit.
He had an open receiver, but because of that pressure coming from the left, he had to flush out to the right. And after this play, he's not.
There we go. Now we're rocking it.
He was mad that he had to flush and take the short completion.
Ciamalo is back as the left guard today.
All right, let's rock it now. We're ready. Tiki Man Tim, welcome in. Under center, 2nd and 6. Handoff, Warren. Solid run. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1, Pittsburgh.
It's been shown the last couple of weeks. It is a gain on the play, making it 3rd down and 1. Rookie linebackers for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Rookie linebackers for the Bengals carrying their team.
2nd and 4th round picks. They're the guys in charge now. Logan Wilson was traded to Dallas. You mentioned the offensive line for the Steelers. Does he get a quick snap here?
It's the tush push.
Quick snap. It's the Pittsburgh poutine tush push. And they got the 1st down. Pittsburgh poutine tush push.
And the drive continues. And this team is very good on 3rd and short yardage.
Well, they are. And an important factor coming into this is neither one of these teams are very good at time of possession.
Rossi, welcome in. Cheering for the Bengals.
The ball on 2nd down, you get the 1st down on 3rd down. The clock's moving.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Time of possession, getting 1st downs, getting 3rd down conversions. That's going to be important.
Well, there you go, Ross.
Warren in the back with a couple tight ends.
Warren in the back, under center, Rodgers. Play action, going to throw. Pressure coming, gets it off. Caught. Metcalf, 1st down across midfield. Great play, Pittsburgh. Very nice.
The jog at the 50. A crowd on the play at 18. Oren Burks chased him down. 1st down, another one for the Steeler offense.
Metcalf's lined up over on the left. Just a fake with the run to the left. And then with the bootleg out, he's the only one dragging across the field. He gets lost, but Rodgers is able to find him on the outside part of that defense to pick up the 1st down.
Warren remains the back. Look at TK Metcalf.
Pitch.
First and 10 pitch.
Warren.
And a block out there by Anderson.
Short gain of about 2, maybe 3.
Including Miles Murphy, gain of 3 down to the 47-yard line.
Well, you look at what the defense has done here this season, and 33 points allowed. We talked about that in the open. Just way too many points this team's given up. And then look at 2 straight losses, scoring over 38 points, 38 or more points. And then a better performance today against the Steelers offense.
They have allowed the Bengals defense 537.
Under center, single back set. Pitch to Warren again. Solid run, breaks it through. Warren having a big game. Inside the 30 to the 25. Down to the 20. Down to the 15. Inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. First and 10, Pittsburgh on a big run by Warren.
He's to the 12. It's first and 10. Pittsburgh on the opening drive.
Well, this is more about the blocking up front. Great job by the Steelers. You're not going to bring him down with just an arm tackle, and it's definitely not two-hand touch. They're not close enough to be able to wrap him up, and Warren takes full advantage of it with the great blocking. I think he thought he was going to go leather, so he was going to hurdle, but there was no hurdle to be made.
First down and 10. First and 10.
Last week, in fact, in Los Angeles, running back is Gainwell at the 12. Opening drive, first and 10. Rodgers.
Handoff, Rodgers to Warren. Oh, he got lit up. Got about a yard. Got lit up. Gainwell on the run. He got hammered.
That's the 15th explosive run against this Cincinnati defense in the last 3 games.
Well, and that's why I put it in the open, because Al Golden talked to me about it this week, saying that we got to stop the explosive runs. We had a good job of at the line of scrimmage and getting some tackles in the backfield, but it's those explosive runs that keep the drive going in big chunks of yardage.
And that probably is one of the things this offense is lack, explosive playmakers.
Shotgun, go to throw, dumps it to the back. Gainwell inside the 5, touchdown Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh on the board first.
Well, great job.
Great drive. Great opening drive for Pittsburgh.
And then he's able to get out to the left. And that foot race, Gainwell's going to win every time. Carter just doesn't have the speed to keep up with him. And Gainwell, he's a fast back. That's a one-on-one matchup that the Steelers will take every time.
His first receiving touchdown of the season. Boswell with the extra point.
Boswell extra point is good.
Bengals have now allowed touchdowns on their opponents' opening drives in 7 of their 10 games. They had a big run of 35 by Warren. Gainwell will take it in on the 11-yard catch-and-run touchdown for the Steelers.
Major announcement. Walmart Plus members get early access to the hottest Black Friday deals. So do you. That's first tips on Walmart's best deals online. Wait, first tips? Let's wrap this up.
All right. Big drive for Pittsburgh on the first one.
I thought you worked in his house.
Nope. Cantina chicken burrito.
You know what? Let me get something to wash that down with.
I got you.
Hit that like, everybody. Yes. Stub it up if you're new. Giants are on the board against Green Bay.
Hey, Google, turn it up. Take your buzz on cool. The all-new Acura EX. Crafted to match your energy. Take your buzz on.
Hurry get to your local Acura dealer for the seasonal performance event going on now.
Confidence isn't given. It's built. One choice.
It's like Houston's going to kick a field goal in their game.
One step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
Take it to another level with the iconic chocolate of Hershey's Kisses and creamy caramel of Rolo.
Where's the...
And creamy caramel of Rolo candies.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the leadership of this captain, but getting that captain.
Fight, motion on the port side.
What are we doing? So don't settle for just any insurance. There's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm.
Spaceship Ears, welcome in. Good to see you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart Black Friday deals. Shop online now. State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Taco Bell.
Opening drive by the Steelers. Rodgers goes 3-3. They have scored on a game-opening possession 7 touchdowns.
Kerry Allen, welcome in. Welcome back.
Rodgers at the helm, so they make a mark. And
oh, really? Interesting. Here's Bengals with the ball. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Out to the 29 and tackled there. They will start there.
This takes us to 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who has been absolutely terrific with 11 touchdowns and 2 picks in his 4 previous games.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Like I said, it's hard to believe he's only been there a month, right? This is only his fifth start. The fact he's able to, and you see 200th career start, but the fact that he's been able to pick up this offense as quickly as he has is been pretty amazing.
Flacco with the 1st and 10.
Shotgun, 1st and 10. Look at the throw. They lost a couple on that play. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
With an alert defensive play.
Well, you're going to watch Flacco as he gets this ball. He's going to start here and then works his progression all the way across the field. He gets to the 4th read. And the Steelers playing zone defense on 1st down. That's going to be something.
Shotgun formation, single back set.
Defense, the 3rd most in the that time coming out with zone coverage, keeping everything in front.
2nd down, 11.
Dumps it underneath again. Going to Brown. Why is he just throwing unders? He's just throwing unders. Go down the field.
They're looking at new safeties to this afternoon. 3rd game, these guys have been paired back there.
Well, it's a change from what Joe Flacco saw the first time in this Bengals offense. Jalen Ramsey moving from corner back to the safety.
Let me make sure I'm all the way caught up here. 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and 11.
As this game continued.
Flacco looking to throw. Got pressure. Caught.
And looks like they got the 1st down. Yoshivac.
1st down, Yoshivac.
Out to the 39.
Out to the 39. Nice job.
Through the air, that ball just knifed its way through. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Well, they're getting up to the ball quick here to try and, I'm guessing because of the spot, they don't want to challenge.
Flacco again. Very little rush. Only 3.
Flacco again. Incomplete.
Looking for Jamar Chase. And the coverage on the play by a guy you talked about early on in this one, Joey Porter. 2nd down and 10.
Well, and you can see after Porter knocks that away, he gets up and makes sure that Chase hears what he has to say.
2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10.
So these two are going to go at it all day.
So against the Steelers a couple of weeks ago, he threw Flacco for 342 yards. But this is a matchup today we're going to watch.
You will see a lot of this today. When they do decide to go man-to-man, the interesting thing there, you saw Jalen Ramsey come down. So all of a sudden,
Tampa Bay's driving right now.
Playing safety, you can bring him down in a situation like that. You end up getting a double team on Jamar. That time, Porter able to knock it away.
We just saw
2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10.
Game start today for Flacco.
Flacco in a shotgun looking to throw.
Quarterbacks in the great history of this game. Bill Finovich is a referee. With a look at 7th-year head coach Zach Taylor of the Bengals. Trying to navigate life without Joe Burrow. They make the trade with Cleveland 5 days later. Flacco leaves the Browns, joins the Bengals. They play Green Bay tough. They're 1-3 since he's been the starter. Their offense has been terrific.
Handoff off the middle. Brown for a couple yards, not much. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down.
Well, and it's no surprise that they're last in the NFL in running the football because of the numbers that Joe Flacco's been able to put up, because of the numbers that the defense has allowed. A lot of times you're chasing, you're trying to keep up with it, and the points that they've been able to score have been outstanding with Flacco at the helm.
This Bengal offense starts 2 rookie offensive linemen and a second-year tackle. Very young.
Shotgun formation. Look at his throw.
And that left tackle looked like he was moving around.
Cross the middle, caught. First down. Cincinnati at midfield. Orlando, welcome in. Am I on Prize Picks? No, I have no idea what Prize Picks is.
Well, it was good that Flacco got rid of the ball as quickly as he did. Watch Herbig. He's going to be on a stunt. He comes around to the inside, and he gets a free hit on Flacco.
Carolina got into the end zone, I believe.
Flacco said the other day that when he talked to us that I'm not used to having 2 receivers getting double. Yes.
Handoff, Brown again. Got about 3. Second down.
Castro is there among a couple. It is a gain of 3 and a 2nd and 7 coming up for the Bengals.
Well, you can see
Nico the Creeko. What's up, dude? How you doing?
The games that Joe Flacco has started and what they've been able to do offensively. You got to remember, Burrow only played a game and a half.
Today, this Pittsburgh defense is without Alex Highsmith and no Darius Slay, as we mentioned. So 2 starters out.
Shotgun formation. 2nd and 7. They got him off balance. There's the run, but they're going to take they'll take the penalty. They got him offsides.
Offside. PITvsCIN 51. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
What about this Flacco quick release? I know he's maybe lingered.
Yeah, I don't use Prize Picks.
Release was something very important in the first.
Thank you.
It is. You have to get, especially against the Steelers team. As I mentioned, they're 2nd in the NFL with 32 sacks on the season. They're going to bring, and they're able to get pressure with just rushing forward. Yes, they like to blitz and they like to play man coverage, but they've got the benefit of having T.J. Watt and Herbig rushing from the outside. Hayward pushing the pocket. You're able to get some pressure. You're going to get that ball out of your hands.
Chase.
Handoff, Brown again. First down and more. He's loose. He's into the secondary. Nice run by Brown.
Nice swerving run. And a pickup of 15.
15 on that one.
Well, Chase Brown's been
down to the 28 of Pittsburgh.
Especially over 100 scrimmage yards.
Sub it up if you're new today, trying to get up to that 45,000 plateau. Maybe today.
So great job by the offensive line that time. Good vision by Brown and able to get it up into the secondary.
He had 108 yards a month ago against this Pittsburgh defense on the ground. His only 100-yard game this season. Brooks is the running back.
Flacco gonna throw. Penalty flags everywhere. Caught by Burrow. Touchdown. Does it count is the question.
It is a hold on Pittsburgh.
Hold on Pittsburgh. Touchdown Cincinnati.
Quarterbacks with touchdown passes with their first possession this afternoon.
Well, and the thing here is it's going
driving the football there.
Like the last game did, right? A lot of points. Higgins is just working the drag route. But watch as this play extends. He looks, he's not supposed to wheel this, but as the play breaks down, he's like, oh, I'm just going to.
Let me fix that.
Flacco's able to find him. And
let me fix it.
It's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Flacco with his 12th touchdown pass. Here is McPherson to try to tie the game in what has been a terrific start with a lot of
extra point is good.
It is good. Tied at 7. Flag has been thrown. That is the first opening drive touchdown by the Bengals since week 1 against the Browns. And by the way, the quarterback for Cleveland that day was Joe Flacco.
Personal foul, roughing the snapper. Defense number 94. Cincinnati.
Roughing the snapper.
And that is going to change this a little bit now. They're going to go for 2, as you heard. And Flacco is back out there. Super Bowl MVP in his 11 years with Baltimore.
So it's roughing on the holder.
And Let's see.
Oh, on the snapper, not the holder. Okay.
And the snapper is William Wagner. He took it. Now the offense back out there to try for 2. And the Bengals
offense going to go back to the field and try for 2.
who converted 3rd and 11 and 3rd and 6 on that in-open drive for them. They'll try for 2 to take the lead.
Well, you mentioned the blitzers in on that last snap. There's no Samaje Perine. He's inactive today. Chase Brown in there right behind Flacco.
2-point try. Flacco started 5 of 6 and look at the direct snap.
Handoff Brown. He didn't get it. Didn't get it. 7-6. They should have went for the tie.
Big stop, and Cincinnati comes up short on the 2-point try. Each quarterback with touchdown passes.
Should have kicked the extra point. Watch that to come back to haunt them later.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Now with new zesty, crispy pickle fries. Just mix and match 3 apps.
Tampa Bay's on the board at Buffalo with 3.
Applebee's Ultimate Trio. All for the ultimate price of $14.99.
Nick Hodge, welcome in. I agree with you. Is it stupid coach's day? It may be. It may be.
Two-minute warning.
One more catch. One more catch. One more yard. 1 more yard.
No more yards. No more yards.
3 more points. 3 more points.
No more points.
Oh, more point. No more point.
Atlanta just scored in that game.
Customers get a
Atlanta and Carolina now going to be tied at 7 with the extra point. Bijan Robinson.
$3.99 Whopper on Wednesday. $3.99. Wait, what did you say? For real? Seriously?
Plymouth Rock, what's up?
As a kid growing up in Australia, thinking about playing in the NFL, that just seems so far-fetched. So seeing people wear my jersey is kind of like surreal. I think the importance of a fan to me, I draw from their energy, the passion, just that family culture, the togetherness. That's what our fans are, and I think they should never change.
Look at this guy, the natural.
Fan like a pro.
He's a natural.
CBS Tuesday.
Special Agent McGee has been kidnapped. Clock is ticking. We gotta move. What do you want from me? Who the hell are you?
NCIS is all new. CBS Tuesday.
Higgins with his 7th touchdown.
Sully, how you doing?
Who said when I saw Drew Brees.
Well, congratulations on a great career doing that.
Yeah, he said it completely changed the framework, right? When you're starting out, you're first starting out, you're like, I want to be
A little bit. Medication's helping.
whatever that may be. But then all of a sudden you saw two guys.
Ronald Petrin, welcome in.
He's having success.
Here's a return out to the 18. They're going to start there.
On the play by B.J. Jules, who makes the stop. Deshaun Jameson with the return.
Keep an eye on Flacco right here. And as this play goes, they're going to run this direction. They're going to run this direction, but watch the collapse of the corner out here. Nobody stays in the back. So just setting this up for later, you all of a sudden get this similar type of situation. You can run the same type of motion. I don't know if Chase Brown can throw or not, but all of a sudden you got an opportunity to get an easy one back there if they're able to see what the reaction was of the Steelers defense.
Second possession for the Steelers. Jalen Warren is the back. We got hot dog wrappers and all kinds of stuff blowing across this field today. Tumbleweed probably is next. 19-yard line. It is first and 10.
Shotgun formation. Now he goes under center. First down and 10.
And Aaron under center.
Rodgers under center.
Number 29 offense.
Pitch to Warren. Gets hit right away. Gain of maybe 1.
Cam Sample belt.
Yeah, Kev, the wind is whipping and swirling in all directions down here at field level. It's especially heavy in the south end of the stadium. There was actually a college game here yesterday on this field between Pitt and Notre Dame, but the field conditions are better than expected with no rain overnight. There are some sections of it that are better than others, but not a bunch of dig up. Props to the grounds crew who was hard at work following that game, making necessary repairs. A lot of guys wearing those 7-stud screw-in cleats today, though.
Well, you answered my question. I was going to throw it back down to you for that. Yeah, here comes King.
King on the move. Going to throw to him on a wide receiver screen. Going to be short of the first down. 3rd and about 1.
Who played last year for the champion Eagles?
3rd and about 1.
On a pickup of 8. And very close to a steal at first down. And they're going to move it. First down, another one. Boy, they're moving the chains well today.
They're going to call a steal or first down. They adjusted that.
4 for 4 for 40 yards. Everything's been really quick out of his hands. Slant, drag on the bootleg, couple of swings. It's a good job by the Steelers. The run game's been working. So good combination right now for the Steelers offense.
Jalen Warren, undrafted, but really emerging with hard work. First and
play action. Going to throw. Rodgers steps up. Throws on the run, incomplete.
Looking for the tight end, Washington. Coverage on the play by the rookie Knight. 2nd down and 10.
Buffalo scores a touchdown. They're up 7-3.
About, when he breaks the huddle, what's the first thing he's looking at as we watch Metcalf, and maybe he had a little bit of space?
Well, at the hard play fake there to the right, he's trying to get the deep. Watching with the play fake there, he's trying to draw the safety, but the safety doesn't bite on him. So he wanted to throw that deep to Metcalf, but with the safety.
2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10.
But back to your question, Kevin. He said he breaks the huddle and starts low to high. It starts with the front touch it.
We got whistles everywhere. Offsides defense, it looks like. Neutral zone infraction.
So both starting defensive ends are out today for the Cincinnati defense, Hendrickson and Stewart. And they're going to have to kind of mix and match with the rotation of edge rushers this afternoon.
Well, the former first-round pick Murphy there, that first series, I thought he was very disruptive. Got into the backfield a couple different times. He's the one that flushed Aaron.
2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5 now.
Frustrated and throw the ball out to his right. In the run game, he was in the backfield, but that time just too eager jumping off sides.
2nd down, 5. Warren the back.
Warren up the middle. He'll get about 3. 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2.
Murphy, he was the number 1 pick out of Clemson a couple years ago. It is a gain of 3 out to the 37.
Well, and back to your question a few plays ago with Rodgers. I always love talking to the quarterbacks to see what their thought process is when they come out of the huddle, because so much is done at the line of scrimmage now. Are you looking for nickel? Are you looking for dime defense? Are you looking for rotation of safeties? And he said, Tom Clemens, who was teaching him at Green Bay when he first came into the league, says you start with the front and work your way back, and that will tell you a lot about what you need to get to and what gives you the best advantage as an offense.
Kenneth Gainwell hits the back. 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2. Nope, they didn't get it.
He'll be short and hit by a couple. You saw TJ Slate the next back.
He is short.
Also combining on the stop.
4th down coming up.
Now it's 4th and 1. Boy, this team is usually money on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Now it's 4th and 1. Offense is going to stay out there.
Offense going to stay on the field here.
Bigger personnel groups got Freiermuth and Washington and Skronik. They're run blocking wide receiver.
3 tight ends right now.
Tomlin was telling us how physical that group can be.
Connor Hayward.
They didn't get it.
And he looked like he was stoned at the line. I don't think he got it. Looks to be short. And if he is, look where the Bengals will take over.
No, they're saying first down. Are you kidding me?
In the measurement, the official waved it forward.
There must have been something else going on down there. Much of the surprise is at Taylor and us.
Well, watch the sideline for the Bengals. They go crazy when it's waved. You see the official at the top.
Well, there's no way.
He's the one that's calling it. The entire sideline's going crazy on the Bengals, thinking they've got it.
And the challenge. There goes the red flag thrown by Taylor.
They're going to challenge it, and they should.
You're right. The far official ran in and was signaling no. He did not get it.
And I don't know if off a replay there's going to be enough to overturn it. The ball is on that side, so the official that comes running in That's the side that the sneak goes to and can see the ball. A ruling of a first down. Timeout.
Timeout. If you're brand new, sub it up today. We'd love to have you be part of our family, part of the clubhouse crew over here. Sub it up as we hang out here during the TO.
How about dogs?
They brought Peyton Manning.
Home field advantage, Ronald says, very possibly. We are 90 subs to 45 or 45K. 90 away.
QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
That's trouble. He's shooting a free throw. Where's the West at? The Reds are off playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and we are the replacement. Okay, here we go.
Rated mature.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever. With iPhone.
I love this commercial with Kevin as Elf on a Shelf.
You just ate. Don't worry. We know we missed your own. I'm always watching. Always watching.
David said, bet on the Chiefs today. Chief are the NFL's favorite team. They just love Mahomes. Well, yeah. They do love Mahomes. Mahomies. Are you a Mahomie?
Get 50% off Papa John's at regular menu price when you carry out. That includes any pizza size, any toppings, all 50% off. But hurry, you still won't last long. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Yes, Tuesday.
The killer shoved the quarter down a victim's throat?
I got my best guys on it. You walk through life looking like that and you think it's all fun and games, but looks fake, my friend.
Nah, he's probably just gonna turn into a silver fox.
You're right. Damn it.
Insidious Origins is all new CBS Tuesday. New CBS Friday.
The arsonist is still out there. The man killed Dad. Get justice for my dad.
Lila Rose in the house. Hello, Lila Rose. Great to see you.
Streaming on Paramount Plus. The NFL on CBS.
All right, still waiting to see if they're going to change this.
The best 5G network. There's only one best. And by Bud Light. If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride.
Well, the challenge unsuccessful, surprising many. We're going to bring in Gene's territory here in just a second after this first play.
Wow.
Let's bring him in right now. Gene, what'd you see on this? We thought he didn't make it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kev. I didn't think Connor Hayward made it there. Now, we see a little bit of a second effort after it appeared to me that the official on the top of the screen is starting to run in. I thought he was held up there short. You do see him kind of move forward there, but that was well after, I believe, the play was blown dead. It may be the situation Trent said where you just don't have something clear and obvious to overturn the ruling on the field.
Pitch. Gainwell, short run. Gain about 2.
By that rookie, Aaron Carter, taking the place of the traded Logan.
Second down and 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be disputed for a long time. The problem is, did you have enough to overturn it? Was it clear and obvious, as Gene said? You know, the official on the far side of the field was the one that had the angle to the ball.
Grey Cup Sunday. Okay, no problem.
You know, you're at a different angle up in the
Good luck with your Grey Cup.
So the ball appeared, I mean, this is the ball right here, and there's where you got to get to the 39. So you can understand why the Bengals were upset about it. But not enough to overturn it, and keeps us trying to for the Steelers.
Second down, 8, fake to Warren.
Second down across the middle, incomplete for Metcalf.
Third and 8.
Yeah, that was not fair. Yeah, I guess, Ronald. That's a shame.
Looks like, watch here in the slot. It looks like he's going to have his right arm hooked around the waist as he comes out of it. Watch as he reaches up there. See that right arm on the hip.
It happens, though. That's football, you know.
That's what Rodgers was looking for.
That's football.
They didn't determine that it was enough of an influence to warrant the flag.
Meanwhile, the back. It's third down and 8 for Pittsburgh. Each quarterback with a touchdown pass in this one.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Underneath. I think it's caught, but it's short. Not much of a gain. Alyssa, welcome in.
And they're going to bring out the punting unit, and they cannot convert.
Punting unit coming out.
Able to
collapsed the pocket, just rushing forward, and that's why nearly knocked that ball loose, but it's not enough for a first down. But the Bengals, I thought, did a great job of the pass rush, closing that pocket in, collapsing it.
DK's got some years on him now, you know. JSN is a lot younger.
Waitman will punt as personal protector, Scarron.
Boom, punts off.
Any idea what these balls are going to do in the air, and it's fair caught.
Fair caught it to 10. Fair caught it to 10.
Hang time of 4-3 and well placed. We'll be back in 30 seconds to Pittsburgh after this on CBS.
It's the biggest deal in breakfast. Dunkin's $6 meal deal.
Quick Tio, everybody. Quick Tio.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, and 6 toasty hash browns. Dunkin's $6 meal deal is back.
Once Mindy heard about Walmart's Black Friday deals, she called on an old friend, one who loved good steal.
Walmart Black Friday deals are on November 14th through 16th. Walmart Black Friday. It's kind of cheap.
Punt by Pittsburgh, since he's got it. On that defensive line for the Steelers today is Cameron.
All right, here we go. Cincinnati with their next projection.
21st game. He passes the legendary Hall of Fame center Mike Webster.
I'm just cheering for football, Alyssa. It's my second game today. Handoff up the middle. Brown.
Brought down on the play by Queen, who is the second leading tackler for Charleston Steelers defense.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Each quarter.
End of the first quarter.
A 2-point fail by Cincy. 1-point lead for Pittsburgh. Let's go to the second.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards.
Who are you cheering for, Alyssa?
Possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits and a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I thought they were going to go to commercial and scream, but they haven't yet.
For two humans, not whatever you are.
I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my mom. Big 6 meal for two.
You should see my mom. Bengals. Good luck to your Bengals.
Just what you want to
Got a quick commercial here on the TV.
Bleu de Chanel exclusif, the new fragrance.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
You need your hands.
Got it.
Come on, let's go. Hustle. Double stroller.
Buccaneers are moving the ball.
When you want your holiday to feel like a holiday,
Hi, guys.
it matters where you stay. Book now and save up to 25% during the holidays. Hilton.
Yes, welcome into Alyssa. Anybody else that's new as well, hit that sub, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
From breakfast to late night, McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back only at McDonald's.
This Thanksgiving, hi CBS. CBS is saying thanks for you.
Thank you so much.
It's
Yeah.
CBS family.
No touching.
Cheer for your favorite team. Reunite with old friends. Even speak a new holiday tradition. CBS Thanksgiving Week starts November 24th.
Starting the second quarter, Bengals at 3-6, Steelers 5-4 in first place. Numbers from the first quarter. Jamar Chase said this is a must-win for our Bengals. A critical game. If they lose, they would be
Shotgun formation. Bengals.
Flacco with a touchdown pass earlier on.
Flacco hands off, short gain.
Here to Chase Brown, who takes it up the middle and belted on the play. Brandon Eccles and a couple others there, limiting him to a gain of 2 to the 15.
Well, I know we made a lot about Jamar Chase and the numbers he had in his first matchup. In that first quarter, only targeted one time and no receptions. That's because the Steelers possessed the ball so much of that first quarter. Not a lot of opportunity. It's just the one.
Third down and 4. Third and 4.
Flacco is 5 of 6.
Look at his throw. Flacco dips out. Underneath, caught. Chase, first down and more. He's got it. Frog Life says, go Bengals.
Swerving near the 23, picks up 9 on 3rd and 4. It's a Bengal first down.
Well, they were going to him the whole way. They cleared out on the inside. Watch, they're gonna clear out. He's coming outside crossing. He's gonna have 3 defenders. He's got here, and then you see 41 dropping out here. And he's able to catch it underneath and work his way around and get the first down and protecting.
First down, Cincinnati.
7th reception of the season. Chase Brown is the back.
Look at the throw. Flacco down the field again. Incomplete. Threw it too far. Let him too much. Why would you go to any game? I wouldn't want to stand the entire time. I can tell you that.
What happened the first time and the amount of penalties.
Buccaneers are in the end zone against the Bills.
How the outcome of that play went. You'll see him at the top of the screen there. There's one up the sideline, just trying to take a shot. And there he's reminding him what the result of the play is. So let's see this. We'll see that all day.
Bengal offense coming off.
William Bush, Rob, thank you for subscribing. Shotgun got a throw across the middle underneath. Short gain, 2, maybe 3. Not much.
Malik Harrison makes the stop, limiting him to a gain of 2 just beyond the 25.
Well, it's just going to be a twist up front, and they're able to get somebody.
Third down and long coming up. Third down and long.
Flacco able to get rid of the ball before taking the hit once again. Right up the middle, nowhere to step into. Remember that right AC joint of his right shoulder is the one that's been bothering him now for a couple of weeks.
He's wearing an extra pad in there, right?
So they look at donut pad, which is what you do over the top of that collarbone just to try and protect it as much as you can.
Flacco on 3rd down today, 3 of 3 on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 8.
Third down, look at his throat. Pressure coming. Flacco runs, gets it swatted away. Incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Oh, they're going to get him with a penalty for hitting him late. They hit Flacco late. J.J. Watt.
He was able to avoid the sack with the first 2 guys, but then Watt cleans it up at the end. Here's the call.
Personal foul, real quick passing.
He drove him into the ground. You can't do that. They're going to call that every time.
You can tackle him. It's just
he wasn't really that late, but he drove him into the ground.
The old day, that was a perfect technique. But now, as you're going to the ground, you got to put your arms out and try and absorb some of that weight. You can't land with all your weight on top of the quarterback.
Gene Scarator just radioed in and said he does not agree with the call. So that means he's 0 for 2 with the calls in this game so far. It's 1st and 10. The penalties on the Steelers.
Yeah, I agree, Doug. That quarterback protection, I get it, but it's a little outrageous.
Is that a Texas Tech? A record setter. 1st and 10. Puts the call. P-Ryan is injured. Tackle made by Derek Harmon. Jumps out there, and Genie gets to the 45 with a gain of 5. But let's talk about what you just saw a moment.
2nd down and 5 now. 2nd down and 5, close to midfield.
What I was looking at is when you're watching T.J. Watt make that tackle on Joe Flacco. Flacco's kind of contorted sideways, so the fall is not a normal fall. And to me, it doesn't look like his entire body weight falls on Joe Flacco. You see it from that other angle, you can see part of T.J. Watt landing to the side of Flacco. That's why I didn't feel like that was a traditional body weight foul.
Gene, we thank you. 2nd and 5. Chase Brown.
No, I watch him on DirecTV. False start, Cincinnati. False start.
63. 5-yard penalty. No, 2nd down.
It's on the rookie and a 3rd round pick out of Georgia, Dylan Fairchild.
Sub it up if you're new. We are 85 from 45K. 85 subs to 45,000.
Well, and you got to remember that's where Watt landed, was on top of the plane. So, I mean, even though it didn't get riveted to the ground, you still have the body weight of T.J. Watt.
Atlanta is driving on Carolina and very close.
And he just wanted to try just to get a feeling of it, and he said it felt pretty good. Chase Brown, 2nd and 10.
Brown, nice run, 2nd and 10. 3rd down and about 6 coming.
Number 28 Pittsburgh defense. First trip to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin, Trent, with Jordan Love in the locker room, the left shoulder, it's Malik Willis and Christian Watson for an unlikely pairing of the score. Extra points, no good. 7-6 Giants that game.
So the Packer kicker is injured. Malik Willis was acquired in a trade before.
3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6.
The Front, he came in and won a couple games. And that trade with the Tennessee Titans. It's 3rd down and 6. A chip right there by
Flacco going down the field. Got a man. Incomplete. Nice defense by Pittsburgh. Thank you, Sully. Atlanta's in the end zone against Carolina. Atlanta in the end zone.
That left hand in there and knock it away. There's no safety help back there. I know Bengals fans are going to say you can see the right hand wrapped around the waist, which prevents Chase from going for it, but doesn't appear to be enough to affect that.
Here comes the Bengals. Maybe the best punter in the league is Ryan Rico. And he's punting here.
Rico drives it all the way back into the end zone. Touchback.
Rico with the touchback.
Into the end zone, touchback.
39 punts this season. A lot of wind to deal with. Steelers by 1. Here comes Aaron Rodgers.
On the 12th day of winter, the Jeep ran into me. 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber ducky sang. It's touchscreen, pine trees sparkling.
We got some good games going on. Some of them are okay. Some of them are awful, Sully. I got a couple leagues.
There's only one. Right now, during the cheap
I forgot to do my fantasy today, so I was late trying to make adjustments.
gas model for $3.59 a month.
It happens.
No monthly payments for 90 days.
It's not just a burrito.
10 helps.
Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients.
From the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly raised.
Without that bad stuff, it's magic happening.
Best of the best, baby. 100% yum.
Best of the best. Yeah, it's supposed to be a contact sport, David.
But their network kind of sucked. His words. A lot of things used to suck. Like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things change. Now T-Mobile has the best network. By like a lot. But I'm just another guy in an ad saying the same thing, only first and true. Check out T-Mobile and experience what it means to have America's best network. They do. You won't believe where I am.
You got knocked out of the ESPN eliminator week 6.
Sometimes the best beginnings start with a click. Start yours now and let the magic begin at Walt Disney World Resort.
If the Colonel knew we waited this long to bring our tangy, smoky KFC original honey barbecue back, he'd be a little upset.
I'll get the mop.
The Colonel lived so we could chicken back because we begged for it. KFC original honey barbecue.
James, famously smooth whiskey, was famously big fan. Those days.
Let's go. Get back to our game. Hey, we just dropped the Instagram link into the chat right there. I'm trying to get up to 2K on Insta. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, click that link. Give me a follow. I would love that.
Georgie and Mandy, gotcha. What if I call her out of control and feel like I'm going crazy? I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Now get out.
Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is all new. CBS this Thursday.
Mid-30s with the wind chill here. Landman is back, starring Billy Bob Thornton and Demi Moore, Andy Garcia, and Sam Elliott. Don't miss Landman Season 2, streaming now only on Paramount Plus. Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, Melanie Collins staying warm on that sideline thing. Wind is gusting at times over 35 miles an hour. Another possession, the third for the Steelers.
Third possession for Pittsburgh. Rodgers going to throw, dumps it out underneath to the running back. Gain of 5, gain of 6. Warren on the catch, 2nd and 4.
Two old quarterbacks here. They call this the unk ball, Mel.
Buffalo's just got a touchdown.
Yeah, these two have been in the league a long
time, Kev. Joe has attended Aaron's charity event. Aaron was on the pregame broadcast the year Flacco won the Super Bowl with Baltimore in 2013. And Rogers told us as he gets older, he finds himself pulling for the older guys in sports. Steph Curry, the three guys on the Penguins here, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. He says it's incredible, and it's inspiring what they're doing.
Oh, good stuff. At the 26.
Second and fourth at 26. Pitch. Warren again. I think he got maybe a yard.
Finally brought down by the rookie Barrett Carter. And Mel, you know, he was talking about his career. He said when he first got in Green Bay and drafted, he said, if I could play 5 years, great. But then he thought, no, as every year, as the calendar turned, I can play more. He said I could go maybe 8 years. Then he got to 8, and I said maybe I could go to 12 years. What?
Rogers, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Shotgun formation, trying to draw them off. Pressure coming. Rogers down the field, got Metcalf, overthrew him. 4th and 3. They're going to have to punt.
Well, he had great coverage here. Watch, it's just going to be a corner route by Metcalf. He's the inside slot there. Turner's going to get to the outside, and I understand why they were going for that attack. When you see that coverage there and he's not happy, thought he had one there, hitting it into the zone.
Second consecutive punt by the Steelers, who will have.
Boom, they get it off.
And deep back is Charlie Jones. The wind again, grabbing that ball, bouncing at the 25, and picked up and touchdown right there.
Right there, touchback. Touchdown, yeah, by the Steelers. That's where the Bengals will start.
And the Cincinnati Bengals, the AFC North.
9-10 left in the second here, 9-10.
Gifts so good, my family's gonna think I can read minds, which is a gift in itself. Or a curse.
Shop Kohl's for gifts so perfect, your family will think you read their minds. Get 20% off some of your list at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
This is Fresh Pet. Here, there are no fillers, no spray-on flavors.
All right, when we come back, Bengals ball on the 26. They drove up close to midfield last time and had to punt.
Belongs in everybody's bowl. You know, I've always found it strange. People really want to save money, but are so willing to toss their hard-earned coin into a 3-foot pool of disappointment.
I want to be rich.
You don't need to throw your money away. All you need is your phone. Huh. No. Go to Geico, get a quote, and you could save $900 with your phone.
Look at that, it's ringing.
What? What are you doing, mate?
I'm going in.
It feels good to save some coin. It feels good to Geico.
Dun, 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 dun.
Double cheeseburger, a quarter-pound of beef patties, flame grilled with 2 slices of melty cheese. It's love at first bite.
We got a timeout here waiting on this to come back.
Burger, but it sure tastes like we did.
Sub it up if you're new. Jump in the chat, say hello. We always love interacting with everybody.
The #1 news show is on CBS. They broke into his home and terrorized him.
Now you can stop bad things from happening.
No, but I can be here when they do. Boston Blue is all new CBS Friday and streaming on Paramount Plus. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Burger King. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Charles Schwab. Own your tomorrow. And by AT&T.
AT&T. Let's get up to 925. That'll at least be our goal. That's 9 subs. 925. That's reasonable.
Windy day here in downtown Pittsburgh and the banks of the Allegheny at Brasher.
1st and 10, Cincinnati. We were just saying that, Sully. We need a snow game. We were literally just talking about that before you came in.
Joint sprain before in his shoulder.
Well, it is. I've had him in both shoulders, non-throwing and throwing shoulder, and it's especially in your throwing shoulder. It's a difficult thing in terms of your range of motion and your strength.
Flacco looking to throw. Got a little bit of time. Gets it off incomplete.
For Chase, And in the vicinity was Jalen Ramsey, who was playing just his third game at safety after a career playing outside. And when he joined the Steelers, he was the nickel.
Well, I think Ramsey's really lucky right here to get away with it. It almost appears that this is a little bit late. He comes up on the hit. The ball goes off of Chase's hand, and then watch the hit. Oof. I thought a flag would come on that. It didn't come flying in, and I know Jamar was looking for one.
The decorated Jalen Ramsey.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Back is Chase Brown. And Flacco, 2nd down and 10. Play clock at 0 to win game. It would appear.
Delay a game, Cincinnati.
5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Got to get that off. Got to get it off. Stanley Sox, welcome in.
He lands with that right. He lands on the left shoulder, but the right shoulder was up in the air when Watt landed on top of him, and you could see him kind of grimacing and checking that shoulder out. So as this team moves forward, that's just something we'll have to keep an eye on.
That is something. Shotgun, going to throw. Flacco underneath, incomplete.
With Ramsey in the vicinity, flinching him.
3rd and 15.
And it's 3rd and 15. M's a little hobbled after that play.
Well, it's Herbig that's going against Brown on the left side with the backside of Joe Flacco that's going to cause this to happen. We'll look at the coverage on Jamar Chase and trying to wall him off. But the reason that ball goes in the ground is Herbig's able to affect him and get a hand on Flacco and turn his body, cause that ball to just yank into the ground.
Broncos
5 wide, empty backfield. Underneath, caught. They're going to be well short. They're going to punt again.
On the play by Wilson. Former first round.
Punting again.
Wilson, they hit 4th and 8. Punting unit out there for Cincy.
Well, that's how you have to do it, Kevin. When it's 3rd and extra long like that, drop back. Especially this part of the game, this early in the first half, you know you're just going to rally up and make a tackle, and they were firm with the tackle that time.
Rico, who is the #1 gross punter in the NFL, number 8.
Here comes the punt for the Bengals.
And T-back is Calvin Austin.
Boom, he gets it off. Drives him all the way back to the 10. 15. Goes down about the 23.
Is brought down on the play. Hit there by Giles Hills. It was a 59-yard punt.
1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Here comes Rodgers.
Flacco, a touchdown pass. 1-point lead, Pittsburgh on CBS.
Welcome to Visible.
And, of course, we're going to timeout. Can't win.
It's one line powered with
Television TO.
5G network.
Where's everybody watching from today? Hit it up in the chat. What state, what country? Let me see where you're watching from. What state, what country are you watching from today?
UC Grill Marks. And now you see a buy one, get one Whopper deal from Burger King on Uber Eats. See how that works? When football makes you hungry, get deals all season long on Uber Eats.
Let's see where everybody's watching from today.
When 2 people love each other very much, right? Okay. Imagine me and your mom. Don't do that. Imagine a magic hug. That's
Tallahassee, Florida for PD Fresh. Manchester, England, David. Cakes in Ohio, Sully. Tampa. TD Tampa Bay. Oh, nice. Debbie's in South Florida. CINvsPIT Music in Arkansas. Lila's in Calgary, Canada. Tiki Man fan in New Hampshire. Ross in Philly. David Wagner in Cincinnati. Sully's in Southwest Florida. Fitibetto in Michigan. Anonym. Steelers will win. We'll see. We will see.
Bring your siblings to the good room on family vacation.
Appreciate y'all being here. 7 subs to 925. 7 away.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers.
Whiskey Jack Project, Los Angeles. Dude, that's a great channel name. I hope you sub just because I like your channel name.
For the farsighted.
Canada in the house with Frog Life.
And extroverts.
Plymouth Rock is talking about Massachusetts. Turkeys roaming around. Yeah. Anaheim and Fairbanks. Oh, Alaska. Nice. Ohio for Red Linton. Nice. All over. Everybody watching from all over. Ohio in the house. Kolya watching from the Ukraine. First down and 10, Pittsburgh coming up here. First and 10, Pitt.
With the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Did you just throw some weird knowledge on us?
Yeah, they were developed in Green Bay in the mid-50s. And now you see them all over.
Stanley's in Daytona, Florida. Nice.
I've been on the side of one of those big Drake coats.
Yes.
Caught fire, right? You get too close.
How about that? Yeah. After the punt from the 23.
Handoff on the 23, hitting the backfield. Warren's going to lose a couple yards on that one. Cincinnati gets in on the pressure there.
Second down and 11. When Rodgers was taking
second and 11.
Should go on his next stop in the NFL. Mike Tomlin clearly was on his radar. And Rodgers said about Tomlin, he knows guys' stories.
JX5N watching from Russia. Welcome in, Russia.
Yeah, he was very complimentary of Coach Tomlin and really.
Welcome in Russia. Love it.
Of the locker room.
All I ask everybody is consider hitting a like and consider subscribing. Come back, have some fun. That's all we ask over here. Second and 11, thrown underneath to the tight end. Fryer moves for the first down. Fryer moves for the first down. Linda Fort coming in from Canton, Ohio. Welcome in, Linda.
With a 100-yard receiving performance, 111, and 2 touchdowns a month ago, comes up with a catch and a first down.
Well, Farmer's just going to head out to the left flat. Rodgers is looking upfield and throws to him late. Almost a no-look pass if you look at where his head was located as he was throwing that ball, and Carter just not able to make an adjustment as Farmer's works it to the inside and picks up the first down.
Got a gain of 20 on the play, some breathing space outside the 41.
Shotgun formation, single back.
Wilson on the move. Fake to Gainwell.
Look at the throw. Down the field he goes. Incomplete. Touchdown Tampa Bay on that run. Put them up 17-10. 17-14.
Kevin, this is really good coverage all over the place.
Tanu was over there, the right tackle. 76 and holding him off as long as he could. Miles Murphy.
They're working now. Watch. He's going to come.
Cheeseworks is in from Pittsburgh. Welcome in, Cheeseworks. Great channel name again. Sub it up if you're new.
He tries to throw it back across the field and.
Second down and 10. Second and 10.
That play was breaking down and not allowing anybody to kick free.
Rough snap. Rodgers running for his life. Going to get sacked. It goes down. Back at the 29, they got to him.
Only the 14th of the season, only 2 of the past 3.
Don't forget, we will be live all day Thanksgiving right here. We will be live all day on Christmas.
And he barely held on to the ball there on the snap. I thought right here he's just going to throw it away. And instead, with the sack.
Milwaukee Bucks basketball fan, hello.
And Murphy comes up as they split it, half sack for each.
Good to see you, friend.
Talking to Hill in the meetings yesterday, just the energy he brought in, the positive attitude he brought in, and yeah, it hasn't gone their way, but they felt like coming into this game, they could get this thing done. Back in the mix.
3rd and 21.
3rd and 21. Wow, the big fella Washington tries to hurdle people. They're not going to get it. 4th down, though. Wow. That was a large man trying to hurdle people. Very large man.
On the play of 14. So Darnell Washington.
Well, you got 6'7", 270 going through the air here. And those deep.
Holy cow, that was a big fella.
That's right. That's like a 747 coming in. And
Ravens play at 4 o'clock. Ravens play at 4 o'clock.
Here is a punt by Waitman. And Jones From the 13 for Bengals and out of bounds.
Jones out of bounds at about the 20. They'll start there.
5:01 second quarter.
5:01 remaining in the half. 5:01.
8 of 13. Bengals have lost 2 in a row. Back up there for another try, down by 1.
The holidays are all about togetherness, which is why Subway is bringing all your holiday favorites together in one bite.
Packers just scored again.
Rotisserie-style chicken and the
Packers just scored.
Introducing Subway's festive flavors. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
Who's at my front door?
Well, what do you have? It just says 8.
Somebody dropped off some food. Somebody ordered food and didn't even ask me. That's nice of them. I want to see who this is.
Only at the Home Depot.
Who's here? My daughter's here.
70% less money spent.
Front door has a low battery. Preston's have to change that. Ugh. Love Christmas music. Even if it's not a real Christmas song. Still had that Christmas feel.
Severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment.
If anybody's new to the channel, welcome in. My name's Pete. I am a disabled creator. I'm a triple amputee. What is that? Can you open it?
Do not take it allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur. Here, tell your doctor about any medicines you take. If you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine.
Oh, can they go in the refrigerator?
Headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Words a day.
CBS Thursday.
Don't scream like that if you're planning on jumping.
Diane Lee's guest stars. You've been upsetting the nuns?
One nun in particular.
CINvsPIT is
All right.
CBS Thursday at a special time, 9/8 Central.
It wasn't my kids that ordered it. It was me that ordered it. I forgot I ordered a couple of these homemade meals that I can do myself and make my own food. Hear the sound about the Polar Express is a great movie. I have not watched that in quite a long time.
In the name of McDermott and the Holy Hour, in Mark Digby's name. Amen.
All right, ball's on the 17 for Cincinnati to start.
Join JB, Nate, and Ryan. Hall of Fame coach Bill Cowher. Sports news highlights from week 11. All coming up on the Verizon halftime report. We've had 5 consecutive punts. And here comes Cincy at their own 17, 1st and 10.
Cincinnati 1st and 10. Here's the run. Brown, short run.
Initially. And now we're looking at Flacco. He told us even after
They need to get Brown more activity. Try to open up the passing game is what they need.
Any indication that it was bothering him at all. Zach Taylor told us last night it has been a real issue for him. He said he was watching Flacco's face.
David T, hello, welcome in.
See a grimace. Flacco gave him nothing. It's the same thing today down on
Welcome in, sir.
Expression has not changed, but you know he can't be comfortable, guys.
Trent, it rarely does change.
Yep, 2 minutes of that game they lead. Buccaneers leading in that one. Go Bucs. Shotgun gonna roll and throw. Blacko underneath, got Brown. Got a couple yards, not much.
Collision right there, led by Eccles. Also
3rd down coming up. Steelers hitting hard there.
They got him hard. Down he goes. With
3rd down.
And now it'll be 3rd and 6 for Cincinnati.
Well, a lot was made of both quarterbacks coming into this game, rightfully so, but also a lot was made about the defenses on both sides of the ball and how they've been ineffective this year. But so far in this first half, you mentioned 5 punts already in a row, back-to-back touchdowns to open this game, but the defenses have really settled in here since the beginning.
3rd down and 6. Shotgun. Pressure coming. Flacco gets it off. Brown's got it. 1st down and more. All the way out to the 40-yard line. Big catch and run after the play for Brown. 17-yard pickup on that play.
Well, Chase comes out like he's going to hit TJ Watt, and then he just slips him and gets up the field. Really well-designed play there, catching him in man coverage. Nobody in the middle there for Chase Brown as he makes a nice one-handed catch to convert.
Higgins has got a 28-yard touchdown pass from Flacco after Gainwell got a short catch around 11 yards.
First down and 10. Flacco moving it.
It's 1st and 10. The running back.
Pressure coming. Watt almost gets him. Flacco throws it away.
Higgins there, covered by the linebacker Harrison. 2nd down and 10. TJ just about had him.
Well, he goes down low. Watch the move that he puts on Mims. Little shake move, spin to the inside. He has a clean shot.
Watt had a good shot at him right there. Missed him. You don't say that often.
What a great move on Mims by TJ Watt.
One more sack. He's going to pass his brother, JJ. 2nd down, 10.
2nd down and 10.
Tight end Hudson on the move.
Buffalo's D is as bad as your Cowboys. Handoff, Brown, short run. Thumbs down guy is in the house. Welcome in, thumbs down guy. Have a nice day. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down coming up.
Team scored on their opening drives. Since then, Bengals 2 punts in a row. Steelers 3 punts in a row. With a look at Zach Taylor, who said last night, I'm going to put the standings in front of our guys at the meeting.
He says he doesn't know what he did.
Exactly. So I want them to know how important this game is for us.
The importance of this game. He said, I'm not normally a standings or stats guy, but he goes, I thought it was important.
Shotgun formation. Flacco looking to throw. Gets it off. Incomplete. Was looking at Brown again and didn't get it to him. Almost picked off. They're going to punt.
In the grill of the quarterback, Flacco.
Watch Duggar. He's going to come from off the screen here.
Too many players in that vicinity. Threw it into a lot of pressure.
I thought he was going to get a pick 6 when you catch it in the stride like that. It may have been hit by Wilson. It forced another punt, Kevin.
Rico's going to punt with the high long snap from Wagner, and deep back, they've got Austin.
Austin all the way back at the 5, takes it. He's going to get hit at the 6 or 7. Wow. They're going to start deep in their own territory.
And coming through, Tyson Anderson. A 2-minute warning with 1:51 to go.
1:51 to go, 2-minute warning.
Here's to the South that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything.
Dun, 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 dun.
To America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop series.
Atlanta beating Carolina 21-7. It's like the Bears just tried for a field goal. Did they hit it? Yeah, they did. 10-3 Bears over there.
And diamond jewelry, 60% off. Black Friday starts now at Macy's.
I used to think all money managers were the same, but Fisher Investments is different. How different are they really? Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to sales, and they reach out proactively.
Some interesting games this morning, that's for sure.
No, they build a tailored.
They're going to start with the ball in their own 7 when we return.
They probably have a complex fee structure. No, Fisher has a transparent fee that's a percentage of your portfolio.
So we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
How about that 2 for $25? You get 1 app and 2 entrees, like our new grilled cheese cheeseburger. Sound good, anyone?
Smart kid.
Applebee's 25. 1 app and 2 entrees.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You don't just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart, because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Medella, the mark of a fighter.
All right, waiting on the return here.
Service moment. From V-22 Ospreys to A-10 Thunderbolts, the roar from military flyover is the highlight of NFL pregame activities. This powerful display represents an aerial salute to military members past and present. To all that have worn the uniform, the NFL and USAA say
USAA saluting all the soldiers and their families. I love it. That should always be happening.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Modelo, the mark of a fighter, and by Applebee, the official grill and bar sponsor.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 as they come back.
Aaron Rodgers is averaging 3.5 seconds to throw, his longest in any game since 2016. And that goes back to a game with the Packers against Minnesota. No Trey Hendrickson is probably one of the reasons why.
Well, and it's just the fact that they're able to, hang on to the ball that long. But I just told you the coverage. I just got done talking about the Steelers defense, the Bengals defense. Both these defenses, after the opening drive, have stepped up and are playing really well.
Pitch around the outside to Gainwell. He doesn't get anything on that, really. 2nd down. Late flag.
Wow.
Face mask, half the distance to the goal. Wow.
From Denver. Scores, news, highlights from week 11.
Decline the penalty.
Thank you, Bill.
Cincinnati's going to decline the penalty. That's probably a smart move. Alex, hello, welcome in.
Why decline that? Well, because it's only half the distance, being at the 7-yard line, so he's 2nd and 10 as opposed to 1st and 13 and a half,
right?
Something like that. So
a missed 2-point conversion by Cincinnati. The difference in the game. Warren is the back. Rodgers in control. Wilson on the move. 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Warren
handoff. Got about 4 or 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. 3rd and 5 coming up.
It's a gain of 6. It's out to the Steeler 12.
Quick timeout, Cincinnati.
Taking on the play.
Going to try to get the ball back here if they can hold them.
And it's Cincinnati. And here is what they did, where they looked great on the opening drive, as did the Bengals. They both scored.
Well, and that's really coming into this game. You look at the first matchup, and both teams were able to move up and down the field and had a shootout 33-31. And so after those opening drives, we thought that's what we're going to have, another one like that. And so far, these defenses have made adjustments. They've been able to get off the field and force a lot of punts.
Arthur Smith, you just saw him, the offensive coordinator. His coach, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. He said the common thread in the game is they play with such discipline, and they do it every day. It's very consistent in their approach. Here is a 3rd and 4.
And I like what Arthur Smith has done throughout his career.
Thank you, Tim. 3rd down and 4. They're marking it 3rd and 4. Pressure coming at Rodgers. Rodgers running for his life. Rodgers going to run for the 1st down. Wow. They had him pinned deep, and they let him go.
41-year-old quarterback scrambles for 8.
Well, he gets up through the pocket. B.J. Hill nearly gets him there in the backfield, but Rodgers is able to get away from it, and not shockingly, no one's assigned to him to be the scrambler and take off, so he's able to get the 1st down.
Shotgun, Rodgers to throw. Incomplete, looking for pass interference. They're not going to get it. Oh, they are going to get it.
Well, he was grabbed early. They're going to call
Pass interference. Defense number 29. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down.
You said the ball was tipped, Kevin, so I don't know. That wouldn't be pass interference.
Taylor Britt.
I thought it was tipped, but it doesn't look like it.
The ball was so wobbly, but with the wind, you just don't know.
Yeah, it is really swirling down there, and evidently the ball wasn't tipped. It was just poorly thrown.
He definitely was pulled to the ground. There's no doubt about that. Steve Browning, hello.
Yeah, it was not tipped. I was wrong.
Well, and you see the way the ball, as it's progressing down the field, it got more and more wobbly. So that just tells you the severity of the wind and what it's doing with the adjustment.
Good point. 1st and 10. Gainwell the back, end of the near side.
1st down and 10. Another flag.
Coverage on the play by Jordan Battle.
They're going to get DK on a pick here.
They're going to get Metcalf on the pass interference, I think.
Pass interference. Offense number 4. 10-yard penalty. Be 1st down.
2-time Pro Bowler DK Metcalf.
He's on the outside. He's just going to work in here. The run or the pick route, they showed the play on the screen. That's why the whole stadium's booing.
Tight ends today for the Steelers. 2 receptions. In the first meeting a month ago, they had 11 combined. And 4 tight end touchdown receptions. Penalty minutes at 1st and 20.
1st and 20. Gets it off, incomplete. 2nd and 20.
51 seconds.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 99.
Roughing the passer. Automatic 1st down.
He leveled the Steeler quarterback. Low.
Well, I think that's more what it is than anything is that he was low. Well, that's a huge penalty.
That's a huge penalty. Puts them all the way out to the 38.
They've got the DK Metcalf offensive penalty. Now, all of a sudden, you've got 1st down out towards the 40-yard line. 51 seconds to go, and you have all 3 timeouts.
It's like Taylor Britt's into the locker room for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Gainwell again out of the backfield.
Throws across the middle. Caught. Washington, big tight end down the sideline. 31 yards, huge.
Listen to 265. I'm going to say 270. I told him that earlier. That's a big man, and there's a stiff arm. There's a Derrick Henry.
Wow, that's a tough deal when you got a guy that big running at you.
You can try punching the ball out, but you're going to go backwards.
That's like a gnat hitting the windshield.
First down and 10.
1st and 10, Gainwell.
Gainwell on the run inside the 20.
Kenneth Gainwell, Samoa with a nice block.
They're going to take a timeout, I believe.
Timeout taken. 34 seconds. Steelers.
34 seconds and a half.
And 30 seconds after this.
Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking
6 subs away from our goal at 25. 6 away. Welcome into everybody coming in new.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17 Pro at AT&T? We can get the best deal without needing the most expensive plan.
Good call.
And you know, she loves her selfies.
Who's that?
No clue.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. The most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required. It was my idea.
Dan Allshaw. What's up, Dan? How you doing, buddy?
Rodgers through the air, 9 of 13. And they swim a touchdown pass. And it's the first time either team has crossed the 50 since they each scored on each opening drive.
Well, the biggest pass was that one we just saw to Washington, 31 yards. Most of that was yards after catch because he just ran through 3 defenders to get it down inside, down inside the 20.
Man, is he alone. 1st and 10.
First down and 10. 1st and 10.
Is back there with Rodgers.
Play action. Rodgers got time. Incomplete. We got a late flag now. What did they do? Hit Rodgers again?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 58.
They hit him again late. Why do you've given him like 45 yards this thing? Why do you keep hitting him late?
Also, side that's going to come off number 58. I don't know. I'd love to hear Cheeseworks.
Cheeseworks, if you want to watch the video, we can drop the link in there. They'll explain everything. We can do that for you.
I didn't see one there.
So Pittsburgh began the drive on the 7. Rodgers had a run.
They've given him 45 yards.
Gainwell.
1st and goal from the 9, 30 seconds and 2 timeouts.
31-yard catch and run. And now they're at a 1st and goal at the 9 with penalties and big plays along the way.
Gainwell, the back. He's not going to get it. Debbie, if you could drop that link in there, that would be great, so that Cheeseworks could check that out.
Pass interference and 2 roughing the quarterback on this drive. So, and extended by penalties.
Thank you, Debbie.
James Steratore now joins us. He's watching this drive.
Cheeseworks, you can check out that link. It'll tell you the whole story.
I think here, Kevin, if you watch, you saw his left arm. My assumption is that there's a blow to the head of Aaron Rodgers there right after the ball was gone. We see the contact of the head and neck. We'll draw a flag at a time.
Yes, I did not see that team. Good eye, good eye. That's yeah, it went right across that left arm, went right across the face mask of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you just can't hit. You can't touch these guys late. Doesn't matter who they are.
The fewest penalty yards per game, only 35. They've got 44 on this drive alone.
Thank you for being interested in it. Appreciate it, Cheese. Rodgers throws to the end zone. Caught, but out of bounds. How the heck did Gainwell even catch that? 3rd and goal from a 17.
Take a look at some coverage here.
That's nuts.
Because that's where the bunch formation is. And then he's working his way back to the middle. There's nowhere for him to go with the football. So I think he's honestly trying to throw it either to where his guy gets it or it's out of the back of the end zone. He threw it up there and heck of a catch, but out of bounds.
One timeout for Rodgers. 17 seconds to go. Golden opportunity.
I'm going to use the timeout here.
He's got a hold on. He's been doing this now for a little bit in the last series and this. You know, he told us something interesting earlier this week, Rodgers did. We asked him about his extraordinary arm talent, and it was generational. Is generational.
Yeah, Rodgers has definitely had his left one arm is shaken up a little bit.
In 2017, and I've really noticed since then.
It's not the throwing arm.
Quite the same thrower I was early in my career.
Yeah, he grabbed his left elbow. I was trying to look there if he landed on that left side. He grabs the left wrist area, and then something doesn't feel good on that left side.
By the way, again, for this,
but he did say the collarbone was the thing that affected him the most in his career.
A broken collarbone back in 2017. Will Howard, for the first time, is the number 3 emergency quarterback. He quarterbacked the Buckeyes to a national championship last year. He broke a finger in camp, did not play in the preseason, but Howard is on the sideline today for Pittsburgh, and he is suited up for the first time as a pro. Gainwell the back, 3rd and goal, and
Rodgers incomplete.
And he was in that time for Wilson. And here they're going to come out and try for 3 as the Bengals.
They're going to come out for 3 now.
Situation to Aaron Rodgers. That's an accomplishment.
Well, this was an unusual drive. As you said, started at the 7-yard line. There were multiple big plays by the Steelers, multiple penalties by the Bengals as they got themselves into position. But what a great job by this defense to respond and force them on a field goal attempt.
25-yard try by Chris Bond.
Field goal is good. $10-6 going to be here at halftime.
17th ranked USC and 8th ranked Oregon State. 3:30 Eastern. They'll get 2 set for kickoff beginning at 2:30 Eastern with college football today. Here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. The Oregon Ducks.
6 subs away from our goal. 6 away.
8th ranked Oregon and the Trojans at number 17. Terrific matchup next week on CBS. With a look at Joe Flacco, 10-17 with his start. 28-yard touchdown pass, and Rodgers, Trent, 9 of 15 with a touchdown pass himself.
Well, I would have mentioned, you just mentioned that.
Here comes a kickoff. 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Kickoff return comes out to that they're just going to take a knee to get it to half.
Here they go, and this will be Charlie Jones on the move, on the floor.
Charlie Jones, he ain't going to get outside. He's going to get a hit right there. 3 seconds, I think.
With 3 seconds to go, and you're right.
Use up 7 seconds there.
Yep.
I would think it's just the knee.
Well, let's step back a little bit.
Set up a new Wi-Fi. Nice. Mr. Aaron, hello. Welcome in.
Coming into this, that was a struggling point for both sides, both the Steelers and the Bengals.
I'm going to go over
I've been impressed with the defenses, the adjustments they've made. And
to the Redstone Network for halftime here. That's where you're going to halftime.
Catch and run touchdown pass by And then the Bengals went the other way.
We're going to halftime. We're going to go over to the network and watch that, or listen to check out what's going on on all the games right now for halftime.
Timeout. Buffalo. It'll be 30 seconds. So Sean McDermott wants to make sure that they're on the same.
We've got the timer on there so we can keep track of it.
We call that a Kodak timeout, Ryan, because you wait until they get lined up so that you can take
halftime.
They lined up like and try and figure out what they might do during a timeout. Obviously,
we'll watch that clock.
Everything, knowing that they just saw how you lined up, but that's the point of a timeout like this. 14-6-3.
Who's everybody thinks going to win this game? Put it in the chat. Is it going to be Bengals or Steelers?
Reprieve after the turnover was overturned by replay. Jordan Love goes down. Hey, the nearest man that was number 0, Brian Burns. He now leads the NFL with 12 quarterback sacks. Came into the day tied with Myles Garrett, who we will.
Who do you think's going to win this one?
Afternoon with the Cleveland Browns, but the leading sack artist in the NFL right now, Brian Burns, with his.
Keeping an eye on all these games going on. Green Bay and New York are tied at 13. Let's go back over to this Tampa Bay Bucks game.
9 seconds here. Got to go to the end zone or make it incomplete.
Buccaneers going to throw with 9 seconds and get out of bounds real quick.
And it's out of bounds. Johnson, 5 seconds on the clock, and that's going to set it up very nicely for Chase McLaughlin. Boy, you really could not do a better job of putting your field goal position kicker into better position on that drive. They just executed that to perfection. McLaughlin has been incredible on field goals 50 yards plus, 8 of 8 on the season. He reached that 65 yard and he gave it week 4 against Philadelphia. This one, 21 yards in. 5 seconds.
Here's the field goal for the Bucks. Blocked!
No points for the Buccaneers. Greg Rousseau. Oh, there's a flag at the 9.
And there's a flag down. Oh, my God.
I think number 70 might have pulled the offensive lineman backwards so that Rousseau could slip.
Yeah, Steve Browning. Congratulations. All those people.
Defense number 70. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down. They get a re-kick for the Buccaneers. Again, we're listening to the red zone during halftime right here.
So that Rousseau can have a bigger gap to slide through. That is
listening to the red zone at halftime.
So the Buccaneers get to do it again. Chris Tabor, the special teams coach, has steamed along the Buffalo sideline. This is a 24-yarder. And it's good.
And that one he hits. 21-20 at halftime in that Buffalo game. That's a great game.
In the early window, we're into the second half between the Jags and Chargers. This was an image we saw coming out of the halftime locker room here. That's Jim Harbaugh. I believe it's
Jaguars and Chargers, 14-6. Jags winning.
We saw him shaken up after a hard
wow.
end of the first half, and Trey Lance warming up. The Chargers have.
You're watching that one, Mr. Aaron. That's a good game. Again, we're at halftime. We're just checking in what's going on the clock. You can see it on the screen. 8 minutes left.
With the Jags opening possession, up by 8 guys like Deion Henley and Denzel Perryman flow to the football. You saw a lot of great one-on-one tackles in the hole because the front was able to keep those linemen off, just like they did on that play.
Well, our game is very close to 10-6. Anything's still up for grabs.
Year 2 form. Guy who knows the Harbaugh so well, coached under Jim at Michigan. One of the best ascending coaches, young coaches in the sport. On 2nd and 13, Lawrence steps up. Lawrence going to.
2nd and 13, Lawrence doesn't do anything.
Maybe a half-yard play. The Blakey able to get to him.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence has been a flop, but I don't think he's been everything they thought he would be coming out of college.
Able to put really any pressure on Trevor Lawrence. Only 3 pressures
in that first half. And so that's been the calling card of this defense over the last 3 weeks is the amount of pressure they can put on you with Mac, Tui Pelotu, Owe, and up inside and Boyke. They've all been great pressure players, and they have to show up here in the second half. Nice. He's got it. First down. Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers was a big play. Doug is dropping all the stats from our game into the chat.
This is great pass protection because the
Thank you, Doug.
They're going to bring their best blitzer, secondary pressure, Derwin James weak. And then there's no linebacker in that passing window. So watch the pocket that Trevor Lawrence has. Pressure, stand. And as we're getting warmed up on an hour and a half, 2 hours from now, the late window will open up, including a massive game in the AFC West, Chiefs at Broncos.
That Chiefs-Broncos game will be a good game, too.
For a second straight week, this is ETN, and he's going to be gang tackled after a bit of
ETN gets gang tackled.
In Sparrow, when Raiders GM John Spytek called Jacoby Myers and said that he was trading into the Jaguars, Myers told me, I accepted the news with a huge smile. He said he thought that the Jags were an up-and-coming team and that if he invested early, he would reap the rewards. Now, as for Myers, Trevor Lawrence said that he gave a little extra pep in his step to everybody.
Yeah, he's been frustrating. You're right, David.
He still needs a GPS to get to the facility.
Still early stages, he'll figure it out. But he's been someone that they big for that position.
Jacksonville's driving again here.
Makes the catch. And that's going to be another first down for Jacksonville.
They are driving and moving the ball.
Than we saw in the first half. I saw some indecisive.
5 minutes left in our halftime. 5 minutes.
We saw a great shot to starting off to Parker Washington. Then to Jacoby Myers on that last third down. And this time with perfect timing to Tim Patrick on the in cut. Really good start to this half for Lawrence.
Use your tight end.
On first and goal, ETN zigzags his way, gets down to the 6.
Or use your running back. You got a great running back there in ETN. Great running back.
Little opportunities and little details of lead coordination in our conversation with him on Friday. So they look motivated here at least at the start of the half. Yeah, one of the key ingredients to giving up a game like that when you have a fourth quarter lead. Certainly the defense doesn't make their plays, but the next game to go to the third quarter will be Tennessee and Houston. The Texans trailing the Titans. Tennessee with the worst record in the
Tennessee with the worst record in football is beating the Texans right now. 3-0. 3-0 in the third. And I don't mean 3-0 in the third inning. That's horrible.
They've used up a good part of that clock. 8:39 left in this third quarter. TV's number one news during timeout. Let's go back to the interception in the end zone in Minnesota. Nashawn Wright making a terrific athletic play. But watch the celebration, if you will, afterwards. Wright seems extremely emotional. He drops down to a knee. Some teammates come around him. We believe this is because of the story you may have heard about this last week. John Beam, the former coach that was featured on the Netflix series Last Chance U, Laney College, Oakland, California, tragically shot and killed just a few days ago in Oakland, California. Nashawn Wright played for him back in the day, and making a play right there. And
wow, Nashawn Wright, what a play.
His relationship with John Beam, and what a great man, a great coach he felt that Beam was, undoubtedly had him in his mind as he made that play here this afternoon.
Second and goal here is 3 minutes still watching the Red Zone Network. NTN didn't get in there either.
Gets ETN behind the line of scrimmage. So ahead of the chain. And you get to Tennessee second down. Come down 6. It'll be third down. Stop short. There's a huge third and goal right here. 14-6. Chargers Everything they can to keep it out of the end zone. Lawrence's pass back corner, and there's the marker.
Wow. They just gave him a penalty in the end zone. Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal on the half-yard line. Ryan Rowe, what's up, buddy? You found Little Debbie Christmas cakes. Good for you. I could go for some of them.
Before the ball gets here, procedure penalties, all the false starts on the Titans offense. Looks like extra pressure coming. Everybody on the line of scrimmage right now. Here they come. Ward Foucha turning around and sliding to make the tackle. And a good one was Mason Kinsey.
All right, we got under 2 minutes on our game waiting to start again. Starting in about 2 minutes. You got the chocolate ones. Wow. Touchdown. Jaguars. Jaguars.
Jacksonville goes empty, and Lawrence on a QB design run barrels of their lead. Well, watch how this thing parts. He break down the pipe. It's not a good arrow, but break down the pipe, and there's just nobody home. I mean, that's as big of a hole as you're going to find on the goal line for Trevor Lawrence. 5th rushing touchdown for Lawrence already ties his career high in the season, going back to the 22 campaign, 19th of his career. So Lawrence had that ugly looking pick in the first half. Wondered if he would bounce back. As he's got the Jags.
All right, let's get back. Come on, let's get back to our game. 40 seconds to go till we can get ready to get back to our game.
Which saw an amazing plus second half comeback. We'll see if the Chargers can put one together this time. It's really here in a doomsday document for Green Bay. He's gets up down the five. He's Chargers. Still going as a doomsday. All the way out across the 45.
All right, get that one back to there. Get this one back over to our game. And we are good to go.
Contact lenses, the most common side effects are
Just about ready to start this puppy back up.
break the cycle, kill the mites.
If you can't, we can.
Michael and Son.
We're back here in Pittsburgh. A look now at the first half highlight presented by State Farm on the game opening drive. Rodgers starters running back Gainwell for 11 and for 6. Big play. Moments ago, Bill and Nick Collins caught up with the head coach of the Steelers, Mike Tomlin.
Well, Coach, it looked like Aaron Rodgers.
Man, there's a lot of wind there. Look at her hair blowing everywhere.
He's being evaluated as we speak, so certainly we're hopeful, but we better get Mason Rudolph ready to go.
Okay, offensively, 2 for 7 on 3rd down in the first half. How can we start finding more success on those early downs?
It's just that. We got to be better on possession downs. It's not like it's been out of whack in terms of 3rd and long. We just got to function better in those significant moments, certainly.
Right, thank you.
Well, that is big news.
Wow, that's huge news.
Rodgers getting looked at.
We knew that Rodgers had gotten hit. We knew that he was favoring that wrist as he kept grabbing it towards the end of the half. But the fact that Mike Tomlin just told us that, and Mason Rudolph is warming up on the sidelines right now. This is here's a look at the play. He takes a shot. A couple of defenders on top of him, immediately grabs his wrist and brings it to his chest. And this is something we're going to have to monitor moving forward. Is will he come back?
Will he come back is the question.
The sidelines taking snaps. And
Mason Rudolph is getting loose.
in the second half.
Rudolph has only thrown 2 passes, completing them both. 30-year-old quarterback out of Oklahoma State, backing up Rodgers.
Here comes the kick. Cincinnati getting the ball.
Our second half. And Charlie Jones will take it.
Jones will bring it out to like the 23.
On the play, some good work there by Sturrock, who is the leading special teams captain for the Steelers. And
Way to go, Billy Scott.
And
It was my nephew. My wife's sister's son. So not my bloodlines, but definitely family. So love watching his growth process and how he's grown as an athlete. And now
All right, 1st and 10, Cincinnati.
his best friends is Rodgers. Chase Brown is the back. And Flacco with the first and 10. Brown gets the call. Big hole open up.
Big hole. Brown running down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds about the 40. That's a big run right there.
Grab that jersey. You can see the tear. Runs for 35.
35 yards on the run.
41.
Watts in the middle of the line. Watts has the entire hole that opens up for him. Nobody even touches him. And he's able to get around to the outside as Porter tries to chop the ball loose and is not able to get it.
There you go.
Has had 3 consecutive 100-yard yards from scrimmage.
Whoop, didn't want to do that. Wrong controller.
Noah Fant is brought down by Brandon Eccles playing the nickel.
Short run by Fant.
Gain of 4.
Gain of 4 on that. The catch.
Well, and I think there's a couple of things that jump out. First off, the defenses, compared to what the first matchup, the defenses are playing really well. And then the penalties. The Bengals are one of the fewest penalized teams in the NFL. Only 35 yards per game penalized. And they're already at 52 yards of penalties. A lot of it coming on that final drive that the Steelers had at the end of the half. So
Flacco changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Flacco through the air, 11 of 18.
Checks down to a run. Brown again. First down about the 30. Another nice run by Brown.
To the 40-yard line. It is a first down run of 7 on second down and 6. And the Bengals have come out here in the second half hot.
Well, they've come out hot, and it's because of the running game. Chase Brown has really been taking effect right there. Just the miss. There's guys there. I was going to say I thought it was a missed tackle. Nobody even touched him. It was that quick jump cut that he made that got through and got it up to where he could pick up the first down.
Tyus Brooks.
First down and 10 at the 30.
Pass protection miss there. So Brooks is in the rookie. And
Rodgers. Flacco going to throw. Higgins. I keep thinking about Rodgers because he's hurt. Keep looking for him on the sideline.
Coverage, and that time Porter matched up on Higgins. Ball out in front of Higgins just a little bit too not able to bring it in. Watch him to the outside. Chase will go up and do a little sit-down route, and the slant.
It wasn't a good throw. Way too far.
Is at the top of the broadcast, but since Flacco Trent has arrived in the trade from Cleveland to the Bengals, this has been the best offense the last month in the NFL.
The yards they put up, the numbers they put up from a point standpoint.
Second and 10. 1 and 3.
Their defense is giving up way too much, but today the defense is holding their own.
Round the back, second and 10.
Gonna throw. Incomplete. Fant.
And Higgins were in the line of flight. I think it was for Fant.
I thought it was for Higgins.
I thought that ball was for Higgins, and Fant knocked it down by accident. Third down and 10. Third down and 10. Flacco trying to figure it out.
Right there, it looks like he's throwing it to Higgins, but then Fant comes into the picture and tips it away.
Tight end Sample will be there off the hip of Flacco. So Flacco took 25 all time.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Gets it off. Caught. Got about 5 yards into the 35. 4th and 5 coming up. Question is, what do? There's a lot of wind there today.
It'll be 4th and 5. They'll go for 3.
Well, really, with the 3rd and 10.
Ty, God, welcome in. He says the Eagles. Okay. Welcome in. Sub it up if you're new. Let's get up to 9:30 on that sub count. They're going to bring McPherson on and try to get a field goal. We'll see if they can pull it.
None of these kicks are Kimmy's.
Here is McPherson. We had the game winner against the Steelers a month ago. 43-yard field goal try here.
Up and good.
Goal 43 yards by Evan McPherson, who now this season is 14.
Yeah, Flacco's done a great job since getting over there. I can't take anything away from him. Absolutely. Welcome in if you're brand new to the channel. My name is Pete. This is the show. This is the way we do football. I hope you're having a good time tonight. We try to treat people with respect, try to just have a lot of fun. We want to engage with you in the chat. Jump in. Feel free to talk. All fans are welcome over here. It's not a situation of one-sided on anything. I love the game of football. We do over 100 NFL games a year over here. Do a ton of MLB. And, of course, I love Disney. You can see that from behind me. I am a triple amputee. Lost my hand and both of my legs in a medical tragedy that put me into a coma for almost 50 days and into a hospital type situation for almost 500 days. I'm just happy to be alive. This is what I do for fun. It's my hobby, and I hope you'll help me out. All we ask you do when you come in, hit a like, sub it up if you're new, and just be part of what we're doing. Become a friend of the channel. Be part of our clubhouse crew. That's what we want. So welcome in. Alexis Horton, hello. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today. We got a 1-point game here in Pittsburgh. 1-point game here at Pittsburgh. What just happened over here? Trying to keep an eye on everything here. Thank you, Debbie, for dropping that video. Oh, pass interference for sure.
Yes, Friday. You would have finally did this before I do. And people are getting
So appreciate everybody hanging out.
They should be.
Love our team, our moderating team, led by Doug and Mandy. We have an incredible team. Key people in here. If you see them in blue, they're special. That's something that's important to us.
Someone made him sick. Watson is all new CBS tomorrow, 10/9 Central. This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any...
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. Bengals going to kick it off.
Back in Pittsburgh, TV's #1 news show is on CBS. Donnie Wahlberg and Saniqua Martin Green star in an all-new Boston Blue Friday at 10/9 Central on CBS. You'll notice that Sean Williams is not back there retrieving this kickoff. He is out right now in concussion protocol. And Deshaun Jameson, elevated off the practice squad, is back there with Gainwell. And Kenneth Gainwell will take it.
Gainwell's going to bring it out to 20, 25. Hit there, dropped it to 27.
Jules, and so there is a new quarterback.
Mason Rudolph coming out as quarterback. Mason Rudolph as quarterback.
Now back with the Steelers, 8th year, Oklahoma State, and he's taking the place of Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's seen enough football that he's ready to step in, and this moment isn't too big for him. As you said, 8 years in the league, been here and then left and came back, and sure he has a great grasp of what.
First down and 10. Ball at the Pittsburgh 27.
Rudolph has a 1st and 10. Jalen Warren is the back.
Snap, handoff, Warren. Gain of about 5. That's a nice run. Warren's having a good day. If you got Warren, he's having a good day.
To update you on as well, starting cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt has a left foot injury. He's been ruled out. And defensive end Cam Sample has a right oblique injury. His return is questionable, and already without Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart today, that is significant.
Excellent point. This is the number 32 defense in the NFL of Cincinnati.
Yeah, and more guys you miss on that side. It's, just kind of been patchwork a little bit because of those injuries, and missed some guys that retired after last season.
Handoff right up the middle. Warren going to be 3rd and 2. John Perry, no, he got injury on his shoulder or his right arm, or his left arm. We don't know which watch. He was cradling his left arm going to halftime, and he didn't come back out of the locker room right now. Am I ready for Thanksgiving? I will be right here broadcasting games with all of you good people. That's where I'll be. So bring your turkey at Thanksgiving, because I'll be here all day. That's how I give thanks. I give games to you guys. Give up my turkey dinner to give you some good broadcast, we hope. So everybody has a place to go or a friend to hang with that might be alone. Quick out, caught. First down. Gainwell on the short dump.
It's a game of 3 on 3rd and 2.
Kevin, they're doing a much better job of time of possession today. I know they had a bunch of punts in the first half. They had the opening drive. They got the touchdown, then they had the last drive of the half for them to put up the field goal. But for the most part, they've been able to convert some third downs and keep this clock rolling.
Well, you lead to my point because they've now had 36 plays to the 30.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Gonna throw, dumps it underneath. Warren, he's gonna lose yards on that. Gonna lose yards.
To the Steelers, 35.
Well, Warren is slow getting up.
And he has been terrific. People have been clamoring for more carries from him a month ago against Cincinnati.
Second down and 11. Second and 11. Yep. Oh, and he's hurt. Warren is hurt.
And against the Chargers last Sunday night, 14 for 70.
Well, he has to make an adjustment. This ball's behind him, so he has to make an adjustment. If the ball's out in front, you see the leg gets caught underneath as he's twisting to the ground. That left knee, left knee. As he's going.
Hot wax in the house. Doesn't want to go. Okay. Well, we will be here. We will be here for you Thanksgiving Day. I'll be here for you Christmas Day. Hit us up with a follow. Come on back. Be part of our Clubhouse crew family.
6'1" Caleb Johnson.
Warren is going out of the game now. He's walking to the sideline with a limp.
Well, that'd be huge. You know, obviously, no Aaron Rodgers, and now all of a sudden you lose Warren, or a possibility of losing Warren
in game.
Yeah, that changes play calling. That changes all of it.
Gainwell in, second down and 11.
Second down and 11. Second and 11. Pressure coming on Rudolph. Dancing. Throws it incomplete. Throws it incomplete.
Third and 11 coming up to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin Trent, Jordan Love's first passing touchdown since week 8. Josh Wiley hauled it in. Extra point attempt, let's just say it missed the entire stadium. 19-13 Packers. Charlie Third, back to you.
Just signed Wiley. They lost Tucker Kraft. They're terrific pass-catching tight end.
How about Love's back in the
Yes, condolences to Hot Wax as well. Absolutely. That's well said. Third down and 11. Third and 11.
With a third down and a long 11.
Look at the throw. About to get hit. Let's it go. Caught. First down.
He had a couple over there defending, including Stone and Hill. The catch and gain to go 47 to Cincinnati. 18.
Just shy of midfield.
So he's going to go in motion inside of DK Metcalf. Metcalf's going to clear it out on just a go route. So she cuts to the outside. It almost becomes a natural pick with the way that route is set up in the motion. Able to get separation from Hill. Wilson able to get the easy first down catch. Good pocket.
First down and 10.
Wilson had the touchdown reception last week. Here's the rookie, Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson, the rookie, going to run. Short gain.
Frazier got to the 44 and picks up 3. It'll be second down and 7. So let's back up here a little bit with Arthur Smith now having to call plays and maybe reform the way the offense would go with Rudolph over the injured Rodgers.
Yeah, you definitely have to. You start thinking, okay, what is Rudolph's skill set compared to Rodgers' skill set? What is now with no Warren? What do we get with the different running backs that we're going to be rotating through there? We've seen the rookie Johnson got a carry there. He's in on this snap as well. So that is an adjustment as a play caller you have to make.
Shotgun formation, second and 7. Fakes the handoff, go to throw. Pressure coming. Incomplete.
The coverage by Hill. The pass intended for the tight end, Jonnu.
Incomplete.
Had 88 receptions with Miami, only 26 so far halfway through the season for the Steelers. Third down.
This ball's a little bit behind, and as you see, it's knocked away. Actually, it's Smith that knocks it away, so it doesn't get intercepted.
So
once again, it's the win. So Rudolph, even though he hasn't been in there, there's an adjustment you have to make. It's one thing throwing on the sideline, but throwing with this win.
Third down and
thrown and caught by Metcalf. There's flags everywhere.
Turner saying there was a shove and there was a flag. And the conversation.
Yeah, but which one's it going to be on?
It's going to be on Pittsburgh.
Pass interference, Pittsburgh.
Pass interference. Obstacle 4. 10-yard penalty.
Replay third down.
Was a rub route or a pick route. Obviously, it was a pick because they threw the flag. This time it was just a back shoulder fade down the sideline. A lot of times they don't call that. Let's see, they're both fighting back and forth. That generally isn't called. You can see Metcalf's arms extend. So that's going to be what draws the flag is the arms extending. And then
go back a little.
And the arms extend and there is separation. So I can understand why the official with that. I mean, there was a lot of hand fighting by both guys, but I think the arms extend.
3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. Goes underneath. He got a first down. Unbelievable. The Bengals just gave up 3rd and 17 for a first down. Oh, my God.
He just ran through the entire secondary. I was like, oh, this isn't going to hit well. You got two guys coming up that combined have about the same size. So
18 yards.
Shotgun, Rudolph. Look at his throw. Underneath. First down again. Gain down to the 26.
He's down to the 27 of Cincinnati. Let's see where they mark that ball.
Well, we'll go back to the third down conversion to Washington. He tips on his way out, a little dump route. And then it's just a matter, something comes up and he tries knocking that arm away so he doesn't get stiff-armed.
Look at his throw. No pressure at all on Rudolph. Metcalf to the 20. No pressure at all on the quarterback.
He leads all rookies in the NFL in tackles. It's a game of 9. It's another first down for the Steelers.
Well, you can understand why that leads everybody in the tackles, the rookies in tackles. Watch him when he comes up and he makes this tackle on DK Metcalf. Metcalf's a huge receiver. He goes low, gets the legs, and knocks him down. And great job with that technique.
Bobby P, U.S. vet. What's up? Welcome in.
Metcalf right there for 9. Here's a 1st and 10. With Roman Wilson in motion.
Handoff up the middle, the rookie running back. 2nd down and about 3 coming up.
Hamilton, Ohio.
2nd down and about 3.
In the 3rd round, taken by the Steelers. And like I said, 6'1", was very tall and rangy and strong, clearly.
Well, we just talked with Tomlin about him 2 days ago and how high he is on him and felt like he wanted to give him some touches. He wanted to give him some opportunities. Now, he didn't want Warren to get hurt for those opportunities to happen as Warren is back out on the field. But
Warren now back out of the field, hobbled back out.
Johnson in the game and getting some reps is something Tomlin had talked about.
Rodgers with an injured hand. Here's a timeout called by Rudolph. Play clock was ticking down.
Timeout called by Rudolph.
Calls a timeout. So a little bit about Mason Rudolph.
5:13 in the 3rd.
He went to college in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and played for the Cowboys. 3rd round pick here, then Tennessee. Now back with the Steelers. He was the Johnny Unitas and Sammy Baugh award winner in college. And he came here. He's now in his 8th season in the NFL. On 3rd down today, he's gone 3 of 3. And in place of the injured Roch.
Well, he had a great college.
We got a timeout.
Has had some opportunities to start in the NFL. Had some opportunities to start here in Pittsburgh, and has found.
You're a Saints fan, huh, Bubby? That's cool.
Being able to step in a situation.
Welcome into our channel.
Not everybody can do it. Standing around all day, cold weather, a lot of wind. He stepped in and he's performed well. As we take a look at Arthur Smith, who's had to adjust some of the things he's play calling wise with Mason Rudolph.
2nd down.
2nd down. They're going to try to run. They get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he lunges close to the 11. With a run right there. And
Tampa Bay just scored on Buffalo. Tampa Bay just scored on Buffalo.
Began with 2 touchdowns, quarterback touchdown passes. Yep. Each win has been very quiet since.
It has been quiet, and it's interesting. We talk about Warren.
Cappy Kind Kenneth, welcome in.
That 2nd down play, but because of the timeout, they changed personnel groups and put Johnson back in.
Tampa Bay on the board.
Back in the game as they're gonna go
playing well in Buffalo.
3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2. They're in field goal range.
Metcalf's lined up in the slot.
Pressure coming. Are they going to get to him? Throws it away. Incomplete. CEL Customs welcome in. Welcome in from Pittsburgh. Hello to you and Kenneth. Welcome into the channel.
It's short yardage. You're not going to have a big open space in that type of thing. They bring blitz and it's man-to-man coverage. I thought he was just going to throw a quick little pop pass to Metcalf.
We got a good one going on here.
One-on-one, but not able to.
They're going to go for a field goal here.
But he does get rid of it in time to preserve this field goal distance.
See if they hit it. Yep. It's no good. Oh, no, it kicks in. Wow.
Taxes is an open door.
13-9 game, 4-pointer.
They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is taxes.
The thing about long-term relationships is sometimes you need to spice things up.
Appreciate everybody being here today, hanging out with us. We got a good one going on.
Brand new classic. You're welcome.
If you're not sub it up, come back. We will be live tonight for the 8 o'clock game. Lions-Eagles tonight at 8 o'clock. We will be live for that one.
Larry. I'd go with the cash credit card from Wells Fargo here. With this baby, you'll score like a 2%er.
Good choice. Tap.
Score unlimited 2% cash.
What's it going to be here? Let's see what Cincinnati can do with their defense. Can they hold them through the balance of this fourth quarter? This Cappy is from New Mexico. Welcome in from New Mexico. Dave Stragan, hello, buddy. Welcome in. Good to see Dave Stragan in here.
Mint is still premium, unlimited wireless for a great price. We're festive, we're not reckless. So, that means a half day. Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
Yep, Mandy did receive a nomination. A lot of good nominations last night. Thought it was a great show. A lot of work went into that to get that all done, and all the hard work paid off for everybody as it came out really good.
Did anyone approve this?
No, he just does what he wants.
Nothing stops college football. Nothing stops Brand.
New CBS tomorrow.
An innocent woman was killed. This is a highly organized crew. And they have now escalated to murder. FBI! We will not let them strike again.
FBI is all new CBS.
All right, here we go. Kicking off.
In place of the injured Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, 6 of 9 on that drive. Long pass completion of 17, and they get a field goal of 30 to go up 13-9.
And Kevin, you brought up Bill Howard. This is the first game that he's stressed in the NFL because of the injury.
All right, 4-point game here.
Beginning of the season, and so now he's in position to be the backup to Mason Rudolph right now.
Collected at the 20, 25, 30. Oh, lifted up at the 32. Nice job.
Is the one to get him right there with a nice tackle now.
Yeah, guys, Joe Burrow returned to practice this week, opening up his 21-day practice window. And Zach Taylor told us he's making good progress. He threw 7-on-7 on Monday and looked like the same Joe Burrow with that quick release and perfect placement. The next step in the progression will be
First down and 10.
team next week. Now, a number of reports have come out about when he'll return to the field. I was told by the Bengals this morning, week 13 against the Ravens is a possibility, as is week 14 against the Bills. But as of now, no definitive return date for Joe Burrow.
Having toe surgery, September 19th. Injury.
First down and 10.
Jacksonville, Mel thanks Brown the back. Flacco.
Handoff, Brown. Brown the outside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Second down. About a half yard.
In New York, here is Adam Shine.
Kevin, Trent, Hawks take advantage of a Bills special teams fumble, and it's Sean Tucker again. Second rushing touchdown today for the former Syracuse legend. 2-point conversion, no good. 26-21, Hawks leading the Bills.
Second down and 10 here. Second down and 10.
Western New York. 2nd down and 10 with no gain on that first handoff to Brown. Flacco through the air, 12 of 21.
Flacco throws. Incomplete. Looking for Yosevats. Incomplete. It was a rocket throw.
Ramsey looks pretty comfortable back there for just the 3rd game in his career at that position.
Yeah, he definitely does. And we talked to defensive coordinators a lot.
3rd down. 3rd down.
The transition is it for a guy to move from corner to safety? Because it's happened before, but it changes the game. When you're a corner, you're focused on the guy right on you in your section of the field. As a safety, you've got to view everything, and it's a different viewpoint.
Flacco, 5 wide, empty backfield. Throws underneath again, and he's going to get the first down. He broke a tackle. He's going to get the first down. Wow.
Finally brought down as he took the punishment out to the 46. It's a first down catch and run at 15 on 3rd and 10.
3rd down, turned into first on a catch and run on 15 yards.
Kevin, we brought this up way back at the beginning of the game. Just both these defenses struggling coming into today, and a lot of it was because of missed tackles for both teams.
Right.
It's the yards after their first contact. You see a couple guys in position.
2 guys with the hit can't get it done. No, Fant just keeps pushing it.
Through those initial tackles, Eccles comes up there and bounces right off him.
Peyton Wilson eventually brought down Fant.
1st down and 10, 1st and 10.
He's played for the Broncos, the Seahawks, and now he's a Bengal. Had a touchdown reception last game against the Bears as Cincinnati is coming off the bye at the 47. They've got some momentum.
At midfield, Flacco. Hands off to Brown again. Brown gets about 5.
Also a lead block there from the center, Ted Karras.
Roughly about 5. Might mark it at 4, and I think they will. Gain of 4.
Well, and they're running the ball better on as this second half has opened up. Remember, the first drive went down the field and got 3 points out of it. Trying to stick with this running game and sprinkle in the pass game when they can.
Tyus Brooks is in the game. 2nd down and 6.
2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6.
Flacco's on a touchdown pass today at 28 to Higgins.
Pressure coming. Flacco gets it off. Caught. And it finally goes to Higgins. 1st down, Bengals.
It's a pickup of 13 on 2nd and 6.
Well, the Steelers decide to bring pressure. Watts are going to blitz off the slot. That means Ramsey has to come down. So when Ramsey comes down, then you have to soften as a corner. You got no help over the top. So as the corner softens, Flacco sees it, is able to hit to the outside. Just a quick
ball at the 36, 1st and 10.
Who's playing in place of Slay? His 9th NFL start today. 1st and
handoff Brown.
Bounces and then
Got about a yard or 2. That's it. Nothing on that run.
a gain of about a yard down to the 35.
Nothing on that one.
I mentioned before that the Bengal defense is number 32, and really here in Pittsburgh, not much better. They're number 28. Trent overall in defense.
Well, they're 28, but they're 32 against the pass, and they've done a great job against the pass.
2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9.
Yes, the wind is having an impact on that, but it's the ability of the Bengals now to transition and switch to more of a running game here in the second half.
Broncos 2nd down.
Shotgun, go to throw, gets it off, incomplete. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Bringing up a 3rd and 9 on the Flacco incompletion. It may have been Black. Black.
Yeah, this ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nice job. Michael MM, what's up? Like your setup best so far. Everyone else is just of them. Thank you, brother. Welcome in. Hit that sub. Come back anytime. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. 51 seconds in the 3rd here. Looking to throw. Shotgun. Pressure coming. Intercepted. He's going down the sideline. He's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Flacco doing Flacco things.
It starts with the guys up front. It's the pressure. Watch the pressure coming here. Duggar's up here. He's going to drop into the middle of the field. Watch you blitz. All of a sudden, you got man coverage, but Duggar is in a robber mode. So he's floating in the middle of the field. He's not assigned to anybody.
Wow.
He goes to the middle of the field. So when they go to throw the hot throw, when Flacco goes to make the hot throw to Higgins, Duggar is right there because it's not accounted for.
20-3. Extra point's good.
37 seconds to play.
Flacco.
Biggest lead today for the Steelers.
Nice job by Pittsburgh. Great play by Duggar to read the hot route and sit on it. Great job.
On the pick six for Pittsburgh.
I mean, that was just so easy. It wasn't even funny.
You can immediately ice the
There was nobody to catch him on that, really. Basically, almost walked in.
$6 meal deal.
Wow. What are you going to do about that, you know? What are you going to do about that?
Paradise doesn't always have palm trees. Corona, La Playa awaits.
All right, we come back. 37 seconds left of the third. They're now down 11. 2 scores they're down.
Type 2 diabetes medicine of its kind.
I don't think Burrow coming back when he comes back is going to be enough time to resurrect anything over here. They could be a spoiler. Cincinnati could be a big spoiler, but
Thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor.
Craziness.
If you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mount Jar with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before schedule procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems.
I can do diabetes with Mount Jar.
Bears are taking it to Minnesota. How about that? 16-3. Bears on the road, taking it to Minnesota.
Saying thanks for you. Thank you so much.
Justin Jefferson just threw his helmet.
Thanksgiving week. Gather together and cheer for your favorite team. Reunite with old friends. And make a new holiday tradition. Big games.
Atlanta's winning 21-19 against Carolina. Kirk Cousins is in as quarterback.
Thanksgiving week starts Monday, November 24th. Week 11 continues later today on Fox and CBS, followed by Sunday Night Football as the Lions face the Eagles on NBC. And Week 11 concludes with Monday Night Football as the Cowboys square up against the Raiders on ESPN and ABC. Then Week 12 kicks off with Thursday.
All right, Bengals are going to get the ball back here.
Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
So Trent, that safety position for the Steelers has been a little volatile. Deshaun Elliott was injured. Minka Fitzpatrick was traded. They get Duggar in a deal from the.
Here comes the kick.
Day before Halloween. Pick six moment.
Bringing it back out to the 15, 30, all the way out 20, 30, 35. Flags down. Flags down. They got the ball at the 35, but flags are all over the field. Laundry everywhere. Holding, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Veterans Day this past Tuesday, the Bengals partnered with Easter Seals Redwood.
John Corndog, hello, welcome in.
Bengals players attended a luncheon where they had an opportunity to share stories with veterans and learn about their military service. Back to you.
Good stuff. Just finishing up the Steelers, they lead the NFL in points off turnovers.
First down and 10 from the 31 seconds left. Ball's placed at the 23-yard line.
They've been terrific in that category. Let's see how Flacco responds. Half minute to play in the third. He's got Brooks since the back. And here's a handoff.
Handoff goes nowhere. William, welcome in.
Back out of Georgia and just elevated off the practice squad. Finds nothing there. Gain of 3 at the most, just beyond the 25. Second down and 7. Chase is back in. Chase Brown.
Well, and Kevin, you keep talking about this the Steelers defense.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter there. End of the third.
move the safeties, as you said. We talked about that. They pressure the quarterback. They take the football away. It's
Baker Mayfield also doing Baker stuff, throwing stupid balls away in that game. Oh, they're playing a Renegade song, Doug. Oh, my God. Why am I listening to that?
Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 is the perfect meal for
Good Lord.
1999.
Shut up.
No Renegade song.
About what?
1999.
Pick 6.
6?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I don't understand what's going on. Why are we yelling? Pick 6 meal for 1999.
Some of these Buffalo corn dog things are getting pretty funny. What is it? Buffalo cheese and corn and food and burgers and every other thing with a giant buffalo with wings. I don't know.
It's a battle in the ring and on the board.
What's up, Hatbox?
Inside the unusual sport of chess boxing.
Did you win by hook or by rook?
60 Minutes, new CBS tonight.
NWSL Championship Saturday on CBS.
So you only check it twice? Nissan tests every model.
I'm not a Buffalo Wild Wings fan. I've eaten there 2 or 3 times at different locations and never been happy. It was either service or quality of food all times. I'm sure there's some good places for it out there, but I've had bad experiences.
All customers get a profit boost every NFL game. FanDuel, play your game.
Got eyelid itching and crusties that won't go away? It could be
Demodex blepharitis. And we're Demodex mites. Well, we love making ourselves comfortable here.
with 1 drop in each eye twice a day. You can kill the mites in just 6
All right, when we come back, it'll be a 2nd and 7 from their 26.
Minimize contamination. Wait 15 minutes before inserting contact lenses. The most common side effects are stinging and burning in 1 out of 10 patients. It's not you, it's Demodex mites.
So you only check it twice? Nissan tests every model thousands of times.
No wonder we're JD Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs, well-qualified buyers.
If you can't, we can.
Michael and Son.
In Pittsburgh, Worcester Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is out with injury. Pick 6 off of Flacco, starting the 4th. Critical game for the Bengals.
Shotgun situation, 2nd and 7. Look at the throw. Flacco, down the field, caught. Higgins on the catch, 1st down.
There's nothing wrong with it, man. He may be 40, but it looks like he's 20, and the pass out to the 47. Gain to 22, 1st down.
Well, he's 40, and he's dealing with a lot of wind, and he just puts this right on the dime over in the sideline, hits it right in the pocket of that coverage to T. Higgins, and they're going to have to do this here in the 4th quarter. We haven't seen a lot of passes going up the field because
1st down and 10.
Because of the score now here in the 4th quarter, we're going to see him have to start pushing the ball up the field more.
Chase Brown.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Brown across the middle. He's caught. Got it. Gain of about 8 on the catch. Gain of about 8 on the catch for Brown.
Let's go to New York and let him shine.
Kevin Trent, the Bills retake the lead. Josh Allen with another touchdown. This one here at James Cook, 25 yards. 4 total touchdowns.
31-26 over there.
Bills, 3:48 to go in the 3rd. Back to you.
Back and forth they go there, Mike Anderson.
What a game.
How you thought that game would go, right?
Brandon Eccles is down. We're looking at him now. We step aside.
Line in football can be complicated, like choosing a worthy vessel for your line. When it comes to barefoot in the NFL, it's easy to enjoy.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Now serves up the all-new Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah. Hey, fast food. This is how you value meal. This Chili's 3 for me.
We got a quick timeout because of the injury. 3 subs away from 9:30. 3 away from 9:30.
You try making a 75-inch TV out of a block of wood. Sorry, Like her, I need the best deals. We both have a lot of specific wish lists.
Wish list nailed. Best Buy has new doorbusters every Friday.
Yeah, Chargers have had a rough game today, I think.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
Get new doorbusters every Friday all season long at Best Buy.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top.
Thank you, William. We appreciate that.
Not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name. Hunt, proud partner of Team USA.
I don't know. It was one of the defenders for Pittsburgh. I didn't see it when they said it.
Book Celebrity Cruises Black Friday event today.
Whopper, Wednesday $3.99. Whopper on Wednesday $3.99. Wait, what did you say? For real? Seriously? Having your way.
Yes, tonight. I'm your sister.
Welcome in, Charlie. Thank you for joining, buddy. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Chasad, welcome in. Robert Plummer, welcome in from the north side of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, number 26. There you go. Charlie, there you go. Doug just put it in. It's a non-contact injury. Second down and three. Handoff Brown, he might have it. Nope, they're going to make it third and short.
Yeah, Wilson makes the stop, Trent. They needed the 43. And they're just inside the 44.
He goes down right there. Just going to be a little bit short here.
Chuck Clark has come in the secondary.
Third and one.
They look at Nichols, or Eccles rather. It's 3rd and 1.
Handoff Brown. No, it went to some other guy. Went to number 36. He didn't get it. It's going to be 4th down and inches. They went to Milton, and he didn't get it.
And a decision to be made. This is either going to give a first down for the Bengals or...
There's a flag on the field here. Something happened. They got a scrum going on.
What Chase has been quiet today, hasn't he? He has 2 receptions for 14 yards after the first game against Pittsburgh a month ago, 16 and 161 receiving yards for the number 1 receiver in the league.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by both teams. Defense number 5, offense number 1.
Offsetting penalties.
With regard to disqualification.
Ramsey on the field.
Offsetting penalties.
4th down.
4th and inches. They got to go. They got no choice.
Yeah, you got a lot of scuffle there, Kevin. You know, as a you do try to get the instigator, but in this situation, I think it's pretty clear that both of them were guilty right at the same time on the play. I did question the first down or the spot on the last play. I thought Milton may have reached the line to gain before getting pushed back.
Cincinnati will not do a tush push of any sort.
Brown is the back, Sample the tight end right there. They're going to push him. They're going to shove him. The wind, you can see, continues to blow.
Changing the play at the line.
Chase.
They're not going to snap. Are you kidding me? You're not going to go for it? What the heck? They take a timeout, but they're not going to go for it.
Does though, Kevin, and to Gene's point is because the ball wasn't snapped. If you want, and look, they're going at it again. The flags come in again. It's Chase and Ramsey.
Here come the flags again.
We need more of this. I love this.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, if it was ripped off its
Something's in there.
on his own, then that's a penalty having your helmet off. So they got a lot to discuss.
The officials
Officials are trying to figure it all out.
And if anybody from the Bengals standpoint wants to go back to what Gene pointed out is the spot of the ball. He thought the first down was picked up with the last run on third down. So there's a lot going on.
Personal foul. Defense number 5.
Well, that is a first down.
Number 5 has been disqualified for throwing a punt.
He just got it before. He just got.
Number 5 got ejected. Is that Ramsey? He's gone.
But now they're saying,
So now they've lost a punt. So he's second defensive back.
wow, that's
Ramsey is now gone from the game.
15 yards out of first down.
so right here. Go ahead, team.
No, sorry, Trent. I heard Bill Vinovich just say correction, 15-yard first down. I don't know if he is saying now that he believes that's an ejection or not. I'm not sure.
No,
He just kind of clarified that.
He said ejection because of a punch thrown.
And he's not off the field. An assistant coach has now got him and trying to usher him off and into the locker room, as you can see the aftermath. So Ramsey is gone. Nichols, the nickelback is in. Brandon Nichols comes back in the game after he was injured. Ramsey will leave. And so now that safety position takes another hit. They're going to have to kind of maneuver some players here.
First down and 10 when they finally get back on the field here.
Chuck Clark has come in at the safety.
At the top of the screen, watch here. You're going to see Ramsey. He takes the left hand, throws a punch to the face mask, but then rips at the face mask. Ultimately, Jamar Chase's helmet comes off. The official was right there, saw the whole thing.
Yeah, he was right on top of it.
We don't know what happened before that. We know the previous play, both of them were called for offsetting personal fouls, and this is something that's been going on the whole game. We can go back to the first half. And the trainers even trying to get in there and the next in the first half were, big hit.
Chase didn't retaliate. Notice his arms are at his side.
Well, here we go. First down, now inside the 30.
All right, first down inside the 30.
In place of the disqualified Jalen Ramsey. Echols is back in. Huge loss here. Ramsey was playing well today, allowed just one catch for 7 yards on 4 targets.
Well, as we said, they've already had a bunch of shuffling going on in that secondary to begin with, and now you lose an all-pro in Jalen Ramsey.
First down and 10.
And you give him a first down instead of having to make it on 4th.
First and 10. 4 defensive backs. They just took out Echols. Flacco to the
Flacco across the middle. Fant caught it. Gain of 5.
inside the 25.
Inside the 25. Did he? I didn't see that, Doug.
Second down and 5.
Well, excellent tackle by Doug, who had the pick 6 earlier. This time comes in, wraps up the legs, and is able to bring Fant down.
Mike Rankin, thank you for subscribing, my friend.
A couple tackles and pick up a key third down in the third quarter. That's nowhere to go, but a nice 5-yard gain.
All right, they're going with 4 in the secondary for the Steelers. Ramsey is out. The nickelback Echols is out. Right now, just on the sideline. Chase Brown is
Shotgun from the 24.
who is 16 to 29 with a touchdown pass.
And we're going to get a timeout again.
And visit with Coach Zach Taylor.
Timeout again.
Fourth quarter, Steelers on a pick 6 on top.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor. Where's he throwing it?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Trying to get with the pork. Maybe a burger?
Want help decorating the budget?
Just ask Myla, Lowe's helpful AI assistant. Fridge called it quits and need help quick? Just ask Myla. Download the app and let Myla help with your holidays.
Confidence isn't given, it's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is
Tampa Bay and Buffalo. What's the score of that one now?
with a click. Invisalign.
Can you dig it? Get 50% off Papa John's at regular menu price.
Wow, Tampa Bay went up 32-31. Wow, that's crazy.
All 50% off. But hurry, this deal won't last long.
Great job by Mayfield.
Better pizza, Papa
And that kid 44, Tucker, is having a game over there. Tucker's having a huge game over there.
Manifested, and then boom. Yeah, he saw one of those Geico ads online, seized it. He switched to Geico, because Geico's like me, always open. He means their 24/7 claim support. Always open. No one can cover it, except Geico.
You're not A.J. Brown, but we'll treat you like them.
Open 24/7.
It feels good to get the scar treatment. It feels good to Geico.
12 minutes left in this one.
In my experience, the line between reckless and brave is so thin that you can see through it.
This is a highly organized robbery. And they have now escalated to murder. The next one is going to be a big one. There is a nexus here we are missing.
We don't have enough time. Not giving up.
This killing spree ends now. We will not let them strike again.
FBI is all new CBS tomorrow and streaming on Paramount Plus. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Geico. It feels good to Geico. Papa John's, better ingredients.
All right, here we go.
Papa John's.
Coming back from the timeout, Cincinnati.
Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi.
That's how we got to the stadium this morning. 12-10 fourth quarter. Timeout taken by Cincinnati. One remaining.
That's critical, Kevin. Just one remaining and down by a couple of scores here in the fourth quarter.
Flacco looking to throw, 2nd and 5. Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Brown, handoff. Got about 3 back. 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2. Sub it up if you're new. We'll be live tonight, 8 o'clock. With Sunday Night Football.
Well, and you say, why burn that timeout?
3rd down. The crowd getting loud in Pittsburgh.
There's a couple of different things. Number one, you have to remember Joe Flacco has only been here a month, so there may be some intricate details to parts of the game plan that you're still trying to make sure you get the words right. The other part is the crowd noise here as they crank it up to make it difficult for players.
They do crank that crowd noise up. From the 20. 3rd and 2 for Cincinnati.
Chase Brown is the back.
Handoff, Brown again. 1st down, Cincinnati.
12 inside. Clark, along with Wilson, banged him. They moved the chains to the 18 on a gain of 3 on 3rd and 2. So Chase today has been limited. Last game, 16 catches, 161. Today, 2 for 14.
Well, you can understand why he's frustrated because of those numbers and the job that Joey Porter Jr. has been doing, the job that Ramsey was doing prior to the ejection. It's been a frustrating day for him in this passing offense.
1st down and 10. 1st down and 10. At the 18. Incomplete.
They're looking for Chase. The coverage by Echo. 2nd and 10.
Well, I think what Flacco was hoping there is that Jason's just going to go up and turn around. He wanted him to just watch the expansion of the slot defender. You just go up and sit down, and I don't know if you have that possibility within the route tree if they're capable of doing that, but you could see Joe trying to throw.
That was a horrible throw. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10.
They stay in the nickel, and Brown remains the back in a 2nd and 10 for Flacco. Balance on this drive. First time in the red zone today.
Flacco's getting sacked going down. 3rd down coming up. Big sack around the side.
6th sack of the season. And the first sack today.
First sack today, too. Herbig on the sack. He just blew right past this guy. He just flew right past Orlando Brown. Wasn't even close.
He's more worried about what's in front of him. Tomlin was excited about Herbig getting an opportunity today.
He was. He's playing well. Third-year player from Wisconsin. 3rd and 17. They need the 9. Hayward continues to drive. Did not hear the whistle nor see the flag.
I'll be right back. Delay a game offense. I'll be right back.
Well, I think it's almost better. Weird to say at this juncture of the field, but it's almost better to take the penalty and try and save that timeout because you may need it as this game winds down. You don't want to just be completely out of it. You're in field goal range. So here, if you get an opportunity to take a shot, great. Otherwise, you're going to try and pick up 5-10 yards and just give yourself a better opportunity. As you see the Steelers go to a deep shell defense, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, was like 20 yards back in the middle of the field. We're just trying to keep everything in front at this point.
They need the 9. 3rd and 22. Higgins a block. Winding out. Flacco deep in for Higgins. Incomplete. Eccles. Along with Porter. Defenders on Higgins. 4th.
I was a little bit surprised by that, Kevin. I thought they were just hitting underneath and trying to throw a jump ball to Higgins in the corner there on Eccles. And
they're going to bring out Evan McPherson and try a field goal. It'll be a 48-yard try. He's kicked a 43-yarder today already. McPherson. And curls in good from 48.
What makes it more possessing? Yeah, makes it more possessing game.
8-point game. Remember, the Bengals earlier missed a 2-point conversion, but they get 3 right here. And Pittsburgh's defense holds them as they were in the red zone.
Uber Eats knows football is all about chicken. Wing formation, wishbone, and now a buy one, get one free 3-piece tenders combo meal from Popeyes on Uber Eats. When football makes you hungry, get deals all season long on Uber Eats. Order now.
Passes up. He caught it. End zone.
All customers get a profit boost every NFL game. Fair. Late or kidding.
Level up a slice from the sticks from $6.99. Like a Call of Duty Black Ops 7 rewards.
Feel my wrath.
Nobody games like Deal Deer.
Get slices and sticks in Call of Duty in-game rewards. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza, pizza.
It's dinner time, and you find yourself on the conversational divide between the grown-ups
Saying his cats are overrated.
and the not-so-grown-ups. You have a choice. Shop deals on toys with these hooligans. Or be regaled by Uncle Bob's gripping intestinal tales.
So there I was, in the middle of my colonoscopy.
Was there ever really a choice?
Christian Gonzalez is truly incredible. One of a kind. The most impressive thing about him really is the work that he does with mental health awareness.
Being able to partner with Kyle Cares, it means a lot. We want to let people know it's okay to speak up, to be able to talk about mental health and be the one people want to come talk to. I love it for sure. We're more than mental health cares, we're people too.
I need to call Marshall, I need to get this stuff out of the
New CBS Friday.
Let's go.
Make an entry.
The number 1 new show of the season is on CBS.
I always get the 600 my police work.
Every day.
From my mom when I stepped into this. Boston Blue is all new CBS Friday 10/9 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus.
I'm sorry, inconvenience. This is what I do.
Bengals just got a 48-yard field goal to make it a one-score game, 9:41 to go. The usual kickoff return man, Keyshawn Williams, out in concussion protocol. So they put Kenneth Gainwell back there along with Deshaun Jameson. For Carolina Panther. And here's the kickoff and in and out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. It has been chippy in this one for sure. And what else would you expect when these two teams get together?
Well, there's a hit by Ramsey against Chase, and you can see the talking going on. Here's the two of them that got called an offsetting penalty. And then this one is the one that gets Jalen Ramsey ejected for the punch thrown. Brings up memories of this rivalry over the years, Kevin. We're talking, there's a long history between these two teams and some of the slugfests that have happened over the years.
Mason Rudolph remains the quarterback. The injured Rodgers. Gainwell the back. It's 1st and 10. Gainwell gets the call out of the backfield and runs into Newton and out of bounds. On that first down play, gain of 7 to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin, Trent, Josh Allen, his 5th total touchdown today. 9th lead change. This game is bonkers. 37 of 32. Bills, back to you.
And two very good friends. Mayfield for the Buccaneers, their quarterback, Allen for the Bills. Big friends off the field. Combatants today, 2nd and 3. And Gainwell will drive and hit the tackle of Oren Burks. And he's close to the first, shy by the length of the football, inside the 45. Pick up of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, I think they're going to get on the line real quick and just try maybe a quarterback sneak here just to not let them get set up.
3rd and 1. Gainwell. And he tries to puncture that line, and he has. He's got the first down near the 46.
I guess I should have waited to see if they're in shotgun or not. Not a lot of quarterback sneaks out of shotgun, so Gainwell picking up the first down, keep this drive alive and the clock moving.
E.J. Hill makes the stop in the middle for Cincinnati. Bengals have a timeout. 1. 1st and 10 for Rudolph. Blocked by Jones, left tackle, and underthrows the receiver Metcalf. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Take a look at Geno Stone, who was thinking he had that ball somehow on a hop. They were working on Newton.
Well, just trying to throw a back shoulder, it appears, but it's way back shoulder, and he's not able to.
74.
He slips as he's trying to come back to the football.
Turner was over there in coverage. It is 2nd down and 10. Past 3 games, this defense of the Bengals has allowed an average of 39 points and 491 yards a game. Today, 2nd down and 10. Meanwhile, the back, and we have a flag.
Play game.
Yep.
Offense number 2. 5-yard penalty. No, 2nd down.
To be expected, he hasn't had a lot of first-team reps in practice.
Well, to be expected, number one, the throw behind Metcalf over in the sideline. Not sure how much work he gets with DK. So there is going to be some of that. The cadence, the timing, just understanding when you come up under center. You are a vet, so you need to know where the play clock is at all times so that you can get the ball snapped. But, some of this stuff's going to happen when you're just not getting the majority of the reps.
Bengals in the nickel, 2nd down and 15 for Mason Rudolph. Gainwell is in motion. Quickly outside it goes. Here is Darnell Washington. And holding on again around that ankle is Dax Hill. And he's going to be dragged. He did some grass stains on those pants. I can't afford.
You better gang tackle Washington. Let's see how many they got here. There's 1, 2, and they're still moving forward. Then there's 3, 4, 5. Sounds like I'm staying away from that. That's just going to be a pile waiting to happen.
So here is another 3rd down for the Steelers, and on 3rd down in the second half, they are 5 of 6.
Well, look at the 2 deep show. You got a couple of deep safeties. You got pressure underneath. They're going to. Looks like they're only going to rush 4. Given the appearance of rush 5, I'd be hard pressed to think they're going to do that. They drop out in the zone. Oh my gosh! They let him over the top.
perfectly for a first down to the Bengals 35, a catch and run of 20.
I want you to keep an eye on Metcalf. He goes down the middle of the field. Both safeties actually sit at this first down marker. So when you heard me yell like, oh my gosh, he's over the top, they let him go. Both safeties are
All right, sorry about that.
Nobody's back there. But the way the play was set
Had a
up,
problem with my phone that I needed to get fixed.
and they're able to pick the first down.
And they just called me about it.
That's what got me excited, Kevin.
Sorry about that. What do we got going here? 21-12 at an 8-point game. Pittsburgh trying to hold on to the ball. Jags blowout. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, CEO. I had to take care of something personal for myself, buddy. I'm a one-man crew over here. One-man crew. At least on the broadcast when I'm doing the football games. Trust me, if CEL, if it wasn't for all the people in blue, I'd be struggling big time.
Jordan Battley has started every game. He's a co-leader in tackles on this team with Demetrius Knight. He was a third-round pick out of Alabama 3 years ago, and he will leave.
Come on, come on, come on.
They bring in Anderson. And a 2nd and 7 for this Pittsburgh offense. Let's see if we can see what happened here.
Trying to see what happened myself. Got kicked in the face or dirt in the face? I don't know. Sub it up. Can we get to 940? We're 6 away from 40. 6 away.
Doesn't feel very good, Tim.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm always transparent with you, CEO. I'm going to call you double C's. CEL Customs. 2nd and 7. Rudolph throws underneath Metcalf. First down. They're in field goal range. They could put this thing out of range with a field goal.
First down to the 22 of Cincinnati. A catch and run of 10 on 2nd and 7. Metcalf picks up the first. And the clock continues to tick as we take you to Adam Shine with an update.
Kevin, Trent, Jordan, Bob. Look at this beautiful pass. And Christian wants it. What a catch. 27-20 Packers. 3 minutes to go. Back to you.
All right, thank you very
Rudolph under center at the 23.
5:39, letting it take.
Cincinnati needs a turnover bad.
Here's the rookie running back, Caleb Johnson.
Nice run by the rookie running back inside the 5. Pittsburgh's got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, Stone's calling for offensive face mask.
Offense number 20.
Oh, face mask, 15-yard penalty. Move it back. Wow. Yeah, he did.
He's tugging it down, so easy call for the officials. And just how important this drive has been, Kevin. If they're able to get down here and even get a field goal, now all of a sudden you're making a 2-possession game, and the Bengals only have 1 timeout left.
Number 74.
And that is Spencer Anderson. We've seen that a lot. Flocker's been watching a lot.
1st and 25.
Penalty situation today with that penalty right there. 1st and 25. Gainwell is in.
Play action. Go to throw. Goes to Gainwell underneath. Oh, my God. All the way into the house. Gainwell inside the 10. He got a first down. 1st and 25, and they give up 30 on a short pass. On a pass behind the line of scrimmage. Wow.
Perfectly set up.
Unreal.
Executed. Watch when you get out in space. Now freeze it right when he catches. You're going to see the lane here. There is nobody there for him to go as he's just going to take off down the field. Great job of execution.
Wow.
Gainwell able to get in the open field. Get a first down inside the 10.
Gainwell, the back. As they put Spencer Anderson.
Timeout, 1st and goal. God.
So Rudolph has come in for the injured Rodgers, where the left hand injury has not left the locker room in the 2nd half. And coming up next, you can count on a must-see matchup at Mile High in Denver. A big game for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're trying to climb back in that.
I don't know offhand. Doug, do you remember what the over under was? OU. I know Doug put it in the chat at the beginning, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Huge game for the Chiefs. They make Spencer Anderson, offensive lineman.
He went in motion last play.
He got a pass earlier this season.
Well, they announced him as the extra lineman in, and the last play there,
he's a wingback.
Yeah, he's lined up here. Last time, yeah.
What's up, Bill? How you doing, buddy?
Gainwell is in there, first and goal at the 7.
Handoff, Gainwell. Around the outside.
And we'll get a block there from Anderson and read well by Osai and others, including Stone. And a gain of 2 on the play. Osai makes the stop. They're down to the 5. Clock is ticking, second down and goal.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's got this game. 48.5. There you go. They're nowhere near it. 16 away.
A loss, and you're going to be 3 games.
17 away, technically.
Pittsburgh's in first at 5-4, and Baltimore is closing quickly.
Well, the Bengals have New England coming up, but then 2 of the next 3 would be Baltimore twice.
Second goal.
Gainwell, end zone, touchdown.
Starting 4-1 and being 1-3 in their last 4 games, needed this one as well.
That's a big win for the Steelers, considering quarterback went out.
And Tomlin talked about the practice during the week. Of course, they've had to deal with some adversity. No Rodgers here in the second half. Gainwell, though, breaks the tackle and gets into the end zone.
Gainwell had played all season, had now 1 touchdown reception. Today he's got 2. Couple catch and runs. The first for 11 on the game-opening drive, and that one for 5. And Boswell will try to tack on.
Boswell doinks in the extra point. Wow. That's when things are going good, when you bang them off the wall, off the iron, and it goes in. Welcome in, Darian.
It's anybody's guess. Kenneth Gainwell, a big day. 2 receiving touchdowns. 1 from Rodgers, 1 from Rudolph.
Sub it up before you leave today. We still got 3:40 in the game, but sub it up before you roll out.
Every holiday, the Home Depot works with family farms to help the right tree find you.
I reckon I got to. I'm 45. It's time to screen for colon cancer.
Will I ever see you again?
I love you. Also, I'm just going to the porch.
I knew that.
The heck is going on the front porch?
The colon test comes to you.
Just ask your provider or request online.
That way you can screen for colon cancer on your terms. It's effective and non-invasive.
False positive and negative results may occur. It is not for those at high risk. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast.
Blake the Hopper 2025. What's up, buddy?
IHG One Rewards. Yes, how you guessed. At IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Escape your sad lunch life from a lady with the new Jimmy John's toasted pizza sandwich.
Italian meat, melting cheese. Meat of the sandwich.
Toasted pizza sandwiches at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
TV's biggest phenomenon returns.
She owns the company. I run it.
I now know why Monty was so
I
stressed.
think Woody just came home.
Insurance fraud, wire fraud. Hey, Bob, what's the plan here? Dear God, I beg you for patience. That's pretty much it.
Landman. New season now streaming. Only on Paramount.
Yeah, make sure you sub it up before you roll out. We will be live tonight at 8 o'clock for the nighttime game. Lions and Eagles. That will be good. That will be really good. Yeah. Hey. What is that? Is there a package on the ground right there?
Yeah, I just couldn't pick it up.
Oh, okay. Can you help me with this tonight? I have nothing.
Yeah.
I asked out there and exactly. So then,
Is that your package?
might be. I think so.
And here's the kickoff return after Boswell boots it downfield. Charlie Jones on the return.
Steelers are going to win this one. Congratulations, first place Pittsburgh Steelers.
Delivered by Little Caesars. Time permitting, all the latest NFL scores, news, and highlights. Rodgers has not left the locker room.
Is it? Who's it from?
Jamaica?
Jamaica?
Ejected with a couple of personal fouls back to back.
Love so.
A touchdown pass and a pick six.
It is from Jamaica.
31. And here he is with a timeout and down 27-12 with 3.5 to go.
All right, I think it's got to go in there.
I got into that.
We'll go outside. And it's got here.
Give me. Okay, go ahead.
Healthcare.
Steelers just took it away at an interception for another score. 34-12. You got into where?
Healthcare Administration Master's Program.
Oh, you did? For where?
It's Western Governors University in Utah, but it's all online.
Oh, okay.
And it's only $9,000. I finished a year. So.
Okay.
Vacuums it in. What's the D? Was he down?
Let's see when the ball starts coming loose.
I think that might be a return. Thank you for subscribing, Blake the Hopper 2025. Sullivan, I told you. Told your mommy's coming home.
It appeared to be moving before he made contact with the ground. Let's see. Yeah, didn't it? It looked like it's moving there a little bit.
A 32-yard return.
32-yard return on the fumble. That's big if you got Pittsburgh's defense right now in fantasy. I thought it was a pick six, but it's technically a fumble.
And 2 defensive touchdowns. A pick six on a 74-yard return by Duggar. And then that fumble recovery vacuumed in by Pierre, reaching 32 yards. And another defensive score for the Steelers. Watch it again.
One more time, the ball starts coming loose right before the knee makes contact. Pierre's there waiting to scoop and score.
Steelers lead the NFL in points off turnovers. They got 14 of them today. 2 defensive.
Wow.
2 short touchdowns.
Thank you for the help. I was figuring you'd do it later.
And the Bengals, who came in having lost.
This went from real close to right at the number for the over-under.
Knew this was going to be difficult.
Well, lost 2 straight that were very winnable games, right? They very easily could have been.
Wendy's all get it out there, huh?
Boston had the bye week, as you said.
Yeah. Thank you.
After meeting
You
with
dropped down your way to your room for me. I was going to do that after this game.
was kind of in their control. In the second half, the Steelers have taken over.
Moving into the end zone, out to the
So,
35.
tell mommy.
Back to New York. Here's Adam Shine with an update.
Kevin, Trent, 6 total touchdowns now for Josh Allen. 75th career.
Oh, my God. 44-32. They're going to win. Buffalo. Big win at home over Tampa Bay. I thought Tampa had a chance. They played them well.
There's been a lot of things circulating about him and that team.
Well, and when you consider what New England's doing in that division right now, right? It's you have to try and keep.
Flacco trying to just save face here.
Looks like in the fourth quarter they're doing that.
Antoine in the backfield. Here's a 1st and 10 throw by Flacco, and a tackle made there by Wilson on
3:15 on the clock and counting.
8th reception of the season, gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 in a timeout, and about 3 to play in the game.
Well, and I think you're going to see a lot of that shell defense from the Steelers. They're just going to keep everything in front. I anticipate them only rushing 4 the rest of the way. Drop guys back in coverage. Just keep everything in front. Don't allow anybody to get over the top.
It's Chase Brown on 2nd down and 3. And swallowed up right there by Cam Hayward, the 4-time All-Pro first-team selection. 11 consecutive years. He's been a defensive team captain, symbolizing so much. 15th year in the NFL. He has played now. In fact, he ties for defensive tackles Justin Smith for the 4th most games ever played in NFL history by a defensive tackle. He passed Mike Webster in Steeler history today, and now is back in games played. It's back to Ben Roethlisberger.
Caught by Brown, short gain, gets out of bounds at the 40.
And Russell to the ground with a 16-yard reception. 2-minute warning is here. Pittsburgh in control.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
2 touchdown passes to the running back. And looking at a 6-4.
I want to say thank you to all the moderators today. Thank you to all those who subscribed today on this game. We appreciate you. To all those who came in the chat, hit a like, or you were part of the chat. Hitting that like is important. It helps me as a streamer. So when you come in, if you could do that, it would mean a lot to me. It does tell the algorithm that we're doing pretty good and send some people over. Chatting in the chat helps us. We love you to chat in the chat. We engage with you. We want to do that. We thank you for all that. Ninja Watchers, we appreciate you as well.
Very nice.
Houston trying to kick a game-winning field goal with no time on the clock here. And they do. Houston's going to win that game there.
Hershey's Kisses and creamy caramel offer.
Where's the
And creamy caramel.
Houston will win that game.
On the 12th day of winter, the brand came to me. 12 switchbacks winding, 11 rubber duckies, and it's touchscreen, and pine tree sparkling. Jackets going, 7 slots of shine, skipping a few free.
I don't even look to see how I did in fantasy this week, really. I was so focused on these two games. Let me see here. Stuart Gillen, brilliant job again. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate you. Well, I'm doing okay in my big game, but I don't have a lot of people playing.
And I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars.
I still got Barkley, Walker, Franklin. Those 3 players, so I still got some big players to go.
Here's to the stop that never stopped.
Okay.
To the flavor that found its way into everything from just one spot.
Who's Prater's kicking for Buffalo today? 5 extra points. Okay. Let me switch over this league.
The NFL on CBS.
See how I'm doing in this league. Ooh, not so good in this league. Hopefully it's because of players. Yeah, I hardly have anybody played yet. Oh, and I had Rodgers starting and he went out, so that hurt me. I'm in a bad week there. I forgot I picked up Rodgers to fill in. Not a great fantasy day today so far. See how it goes in the 4 o'clock games. Help me out. Flacco throws underneath. Hudson, the tight end, short run.
With a quick gain of 9. So Pittsburgh is going to go to 6-4, 4-2 at home. And the Bengals are going to drop to 3-7, the first loss in the division.
I'm going to try to open this bag and see what this is.
And they built it this way. The team last night at the meeting, they showed up the standings. Here's what's at stake.
2nd and 1. Flacco going to throw. Underneath, incomplete.
Was it a second deflection? It was by Watt.
Well, they're going back to that play they used earlier where they were able to slip out Brown from the backfield. Just that slow dump. Remember, he was just going to convert that 3rd down earlier in the game. That time, TJ Watt able to get a hand on it. Knock it away. Well, the Steelers now, they go on the road.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. I think this is something for Preston for Christmas. I believe.
A pick 6 and a touchdown. It's Chase Brown. And he is finally corralled and over there with the stop, leading the way, Queen. Inside the 25, gain of 5, first and 10. The Bengals.
I have to go find out after this game, I guess. I need to go ask the question. Flacco, look at the throw. Underneath again. Brown just getting some cheap cleanup points. Again, thank you all for being here tonight. Tonight, 8 o'clock, Lions, Eagles, right here on the channel. Lions and Eagles right here on the channel at 8 o'clock. And the San Francisco 49ers just ran back the opening kickoff for a touchdown, I believe, against the Cardinals.
After a gain on the play of about 6.
Clock ticking down. 20 seconds coming.
Game today with the Cincinnati Bengals. In the losses, the Steelers, the 4 losses, -6 in the difference.
Flacco throws to the end zone, way out, way over top of Chase. 10 seconds left in the game.
Today they're +2 in wins. Now the Steelers are +12. So we know that's a big gauge universally in this series. But clearly for this team it is.
So many coaches talk about that turnover ratio, penalties, points off of turnovers, penalties that keep drives alive, all of those things that come kind of the hidden yards and hidden ways that you can find ways to win football games. And Mike Tomlin's got to be happy with his crew today.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the game. Flacco gonna throw. Intercepted. No, not in bounds. Was not in bounds. 5 seconds on the clock. Steelers get the ball. 5 seconds in the game. I'm going to call it. Sum it up on the way out. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Good night, everybody. Congrats to the Steelers, by the way.